Hello everybody, and welcome to Dungeons & Dragons Valkyrie, a homebrew Dungeons & Dragons campaign where a bunch of people who were complete strangers and had never met before, met on Reddit and become the bestest of friends while playing this long campaign for you guys every Monday night at 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. I am your host and Dungeon Master for the evening, The Majestic, creator of this channel here on Twitch, which is www.twitch.tv/TheMajesticGaming, as well as the YouTube channel, The Majestic, which you can find just by searching The Majestic or by going to youtube.com/The Majestic. But I am joined by the same incredible players as last week, who I will let introduce themselves, starting with Rachel. Say hello to everybody and who you play, Rachel.
Sorry about that. Hello, I'm Rachel, and I play our half-elven rogue, Mira Helder.
Perfectly done, and no worries. And say hello to everybody, Justin.
Hi, I'm Justin, and I play the Fire Genasi Warlock, Zashmar Efreet.
Perfectly done. And Brandon, say hello to everyone.
We can hear you again.
Oh, I see your little pip go, ah. Oh, unmuted?
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
I
I play Jax, the Black Dragonborn Paladin.
Perfect.
And I'm Brandon.
Perfectly done, Brandon. And Sean, say hello to everyone.
Hey everybody, it's Sean. I play the male Yuan-Ti pureblood bard Itzli.
Perfect. And Fred, say hello to everyone, Fred.
Hello, I'm Fred, and I play Tristan Darkleaf, the human fighter.
Perfect. Now the group, after last week's Halloween-themed episode, went to the Mages Guild in the city of Thornapple, the city where Mira's family had lived, who she found out a few things about her family, including that one of her twin brothers had passed away. They were exploring the city, and Brandon, really wanting to see Grendel to get to the bottom of certain things and learn some of Grendel's wisdom, is trying to find Grendel at the moment. However, he can't seem to be found. He wasn't at his home, which is what led them to the city of Thornapple through his teleportation circle. But they got to the city, and Brandon I keep on saying Brandon, sorry, and Jax thought that it would be best to go to the Mages Guild here in the city. When they got there, though, and through the help of Itzli was able to get their foot in the door, they quickly learned that this was no ordinary Mages Guild. These weren't ordinary mage members. This was a Mages Guild made up almost entirely of monsters, other sorts of creatures, most of which would often be seen as fiendish or evil or chaotic, whatever you wish to call them, made up this entire Mages Guild together. And they happened to arrive on the night of the end of the summer solstice, which was a huge festival for the goers here at the Mages Guild and the monsters here. They threw a little bit of a festival, or a little bit of a party celebration. I shouldn't say festival. They threw a little bit of a celebration, celebrating the decay, pretty much, of all sort of life that spring has brought to bring about the recycling and removing through the flow of life. That's how they described it, at least at dinner, which of course was hosted by a mummy. After learning a little bit, Zash was able to learn that the mummy himself did know a good bit. He had been around for hundreds and hundreds of years, and he was willing to part with a bit of information about how Zash might go about retrieving part of his soul, which he lost before the end of the first arc of this whole story campaign. But he wasn't willing to part with it for free. The mummy told them that they had to run what they thought would be a simple errand, to go down to the basement of this Mages Guild hall and just retrieve his wife, who never showed up for supper. That's as simple as he described it. That's as simple as they thought it was going to be, but when they came down, they quickly discovered that the soldiers that were set to protect the mummy wife had all turned hostile, and upon sight of anything living, decided to attack. They were able to clear out the entire basement, though, and the group, looking a little bit worse for wear right now, came across the real reason for all these skeletons turning. a vampire over here in the green acid-lit corner, with a cauldron spinning his spells, standing at the ready to make some sort of incantation which the group wasn't able to learn about because he, of course, knows their arrival. He came over and said, "Oh, looks like we have company." We are going to go ahead and pick up where we left off with initiative. However, I want everyone to just make a dexterity check for me. Check now, saving throw. Let's go ahead and start down the row of the faces that you guys see. At least this is how I see it. So, Justin, what was your dexterity check?
7.
Perfect. Brandon, what was yours?
5.
Rachel, how about yours?
If it's straight dexterity, it's 17.
17. That is good, and you were right there, so that is really good. How about you, Sean? What did Itzley have?
14.
14. And what did Tristan have, Fred?
16.
16. All right. Tristan and Mira, you two are able to act between the vampire's words, because the vampire is going to say something in a minute, and after he says this, you guys have a chance to act or react very quickly before the next round begins. Mira, you are 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 35 feet away from the vampire with a pool of acid. With a pool of acid sitting between you and him. And Tristan, you are a good bit of a further distance away. I'll say about double that, more like 80 feet away. In a straight line for both of you. But again, there's a pool of acid in the 5, 10, 15, 20 feet of the last length, at the last stretch. The vampire quickly states, though, "I should go tell them upstairs about what's happening. You guys, take care of this," as he snaps his fingers and is going to transform and begin to disappear from your sight. Mira and Tristan, you guys have a split second to react if you'd like to do something, starting with Mira.
The first thing I say is, we were sent from upstairs.
He doesn't seem to respond at all to that. He continues to go through with the snap, and you still see his form evaporating.
Screw it. Can I do anything else?
Yeah, I'll say that you have a full action real quick.
Cool.
It
I'm
is
going
sort
to
of a
attempt
reaction,
to.
This is
Cool.
a little bit different.
I'm gonna move forward 5 feet and shoot him with a drow crossbow.
Okay, go ahead and make an attack roll.
17?
17 does hit. Go ahead and roll damage, and he makes a Constitution saving throw, correct?
Yep. It's a DC 13, and if he fails by 5 or more, he's knocked unconscious. And this is just straight attack, no sneak attack. Ooh, yay!
He made straight up 13, but it's way above that with the Constitution bonus.
Okay,
So
damage
what's
is
the damage?
8,
Okay. He takes
and
8.
so this is treated as a normal round, or is it just a reaction?
This is really because I wanted him to be able to say something before he disappeared, but he has really high initiative. So I will say that you'll have your movement and your action, but not your bonus action, probably.
Okay, so that's all I can do.
I think so.
I'm gonna move back 15 feet. Just screw this.
Straight back?
Not into the fire.
No, I mean straight away from him. The fire isn't near you. I'm just making sure. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Next up is Tristan then, and then it will be top of initiative with Itzley.
I am 30 feet away, right?
You're 80 feet away.
80. Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
So
Here, I thought about doing this last game, and I'll try this a little bit too. His little player is right here, and you are right here from a top-down view.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything I can do.
No? Would you like to move any?
I'm gonna get closer to him.
Okay. 5, 10...
And
How many feet?
as close as I can.
Okay. 15, 20, 25, and 30. You're right next to Mira.
Okay, so how far am I from the acid pool?
You're 25 feet away from the acid pool.
Okay, I'm gonna use shape water on it. Can I? To get the acid?
You can try. You could try.
I'm gonna try.
Alright.
Do I make a roll?
I don't think so. With shape water, you just cast it, correct?
Okay, so just that you said I can try. Okay, so I'm gonna try to lift the acid as much as I can. It's a 5-foot cube, and I'm gonna try to throw it at him.
Okay. Interesting.
Nice.
Alright, you hold out your hands trying to cast this acid into a form, a glob, a sphere, and you hold out your hands together and, like, imagine that this is just another bit of water. You try your best to concentrate, pull them together, and it doesn't seem to be working. It's not doing what you want until it slowly begins to build up into this large sphere. One of the blocks of acid is cleared away from the ground as quickly the surrounding areas of acid come back to fill it up. But you are now holding a glob of acid up into the air, and you now, with the shape water, are you able to, like, throw water just normally? Fred?
See?
Nah, see? Yeah. Hello, Fred?
Oh, sorry, I was muted. Yeah. I can move it up to 5 feet in any direction.
Okay. You can move it up to 5 feet in any direction. So you're able to lift it up into the air, but he's still at the opposite end of this stretch of acid, which is a good 30 feet across. You try and force it over in his direction after you finally get this huge 5-foot radius, sorry, 2.5-foot radius, 5-foot diameter sphere up into the air, and you, like, try and pulse it forward, but it's so much, it lobs forward just a little bit and breaks up back into the acid pool. It was not able to make the full distance.
Well, that was the only thing I could do.
All right.
So, did everyone see that he was escaping?
For the most part, everyone who had line of sight, and I think the only one who didn't was actually your water elemental. I think that's it.
Okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna finish my turn.
Okay. It's at this point that his snap incantation finishes itself, and in the blink of an eye, he just disappears into a fine mist and moves straight up into the air. Well, correction, not straight up into the air, but from what you guys, it does look like that. He moves to the very back of the wall, up along the edge of the wall, and up, and evaporates and disappears into the cracks between the stones themselves. It's at this point that you guys see two human-ish looking creatures begin to take its place. But these creatures are no ordinary beings. They make sort of a undead groan, but as they open up their mouths, they just look like deceased people who had been deceased for about a number of hours, the way that their eyes are sunken in, the way that they're moaning. But you do see two large fangs on each of these creatures, Mira and Tristan. I want you both to make an Arcana, or maybe Nature? Let's see. I'll let you guys choose which is better for you. Arcana, straight up Intelligence, or Nature.
All three are the same for me, and I got an 8.
Okay. How about Tristan?
They are the same, and I got a 16.
16. Tristan, It might be something in the past that you've seen. It might be something that you've read about. It might have been an experience that you were involved with on another mercenary mission, but you know that these are undead who have been turned by a vampire. These monsters.
Zombie vampires.
There is sort of.
Are
Well,
they zombie vampires or vampire zombies?
they're vampire spawn. These have been spawned out from vampires, and they're not like quite as powerful as vampires. They can't shapeshift, but they can pass on the vampiric trait to other people, possibly. They are... You know that, actually, with your intelligence, you would know that they have extreme sensitivity to sunlight, and running water, which does help you a lot with running water. And that these creatures are beings who either just passed away or were at the brink of death, who were turned by a vampire just before the act. They begin to move out, and we start up with Itzley at the top of the initiative. Now, Itzley, you are right here. And you're also a good 80 feet away from where these creatures are. You know the general vicinity where they are, though. And
Okay.
it'd be like
They came out in the acid. Sorry.
They haven't walked into the acid yet, no. They're being
guess.
lit up by the glowing acid, though.
And I'm just noticing that they started in the same room. So they're in the same room where the vampire disappeared. I see it.
Correct.
Perfectly fine. Okay. Oh gosh. I don't really know how to fight these, how well they are against charming, which is like my whole thing. I'm going to get within 60 feet of them, but stay pretty far back. So I think I'm almost that close now, eh? Do you know how many?
One more time?
Trying to get within 60 feet.
Within 60
so
feet.
I'll stay.
You're
I'll stay pretty far back, but within 60 feet with vision.
Yeah, you could get there by moving 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 feet.
Okay, cool. Oh gosh, this range on this is even further. I don't know if this is going to work, but I'm going to cast a hypnotic pattern in front of the two of them.
25 feet right there. Hypnotic pattern in
30
front of them.
It's a
save?
30-foot cube, so it hit them both. It is a save. It is a wisdom versus 16. If they can be charmed, though. If they can't be charmed, then it doesn't work at all. So I don't know, but I thought I would try it.
I'm seeing nothing against it at the moment. So, wisdom save of 16.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, second one got a natural 20, but the first one did not make it.
Nice.
What happens to the first guy?
It just becomes charmed for a minute. So like 10 rounds. It's not exactly against its enemy, I don't think, but charmed.
Oh. Okay, let me... Alrighty, would you like to do any...
incapacitated, sorry. It just sort of sits there dumbly. I guess it doesn't like fight for us or anything like that. It's also incapacitated with a speed of 0. Forgot to read that part. Movement wise,
Okay.
I'll just stay there.
This is that one spell that you did to half the guards, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the exact same spell.
yeah.
If I had remembered to use the mandolin this time, I would have had advantage, but I totally forgot. Not bad. That's all I was going to do.
Okay, and just to clarify, a charm creature cannot attack a charmer or target the charm with harmful abilities or magical effects, and the charmer has advantage on any ability check to interact socially with the creature. Fair enough.
Yeah, so basically it just won't attack us. It's not like... the cool thing about this one was it adds that incapacitated and speed of 0 part, which I really like, but yeah.
Yes, he gets to retry that at the end of its turn, right? Or at the beginning of its turn?
And I think also if he takes damage, to be honest, but I think.
And also, it just cannot attack you while it's charmed.
Oh, it can
There's
still
another
attack all
thing.
my...
Yes, but it's incapacitated at the moment.
That's pretty smart.
Do me a favor. I want you to also go ahead and make an intelligence roll for us now. That you're like straight up by it.
It's not applicable to a skill. I rolled a 17 and my intelligence is flat, I think. Yeah, so just 17.
Okay, that is good because it was 15. You know that if this could be considered, you do know a bit about vampire spawns too now. Getting up a lot closer, seeing the fangs on the creature, you can tell that this is definitely a vampire spawn. And
this is vampire.
if they're in its resting place and incapacitated, and you drive a piercing weapon made of wood through it, under those exact conditions, it will be destroyed.
Wait. So stake it?
Stake
Plus
it with
what?
a weapon of wood, plus being incapacitated while in its resting place.
Ooh, I don't know if this is its resting place, but that's great. Thank you. I share that information.
Okay. After your turn, it is the two of them. Now, this one is going to be the one that is incapacitated. What can I do for him? We'll put him into defense mode. That's how we know. This guy here is going to pass over some difficult terrain. So he's going to move 5, 10, 15 to get through there. 20, 25, 30. And then he's going to dash. 35, 40. All right, to get into there. And I'm pretty sure most of you could... I just want to make sure. Yeah, okay. And that is it for his turn. So he goes running off to the right-hand side. Mira, Tristan, and Itzley are all able to see it as he just disappears behind the rocks. And just for a brief second, you see along the light being cast in the cracks of the wall in the room off to your right, you just see a shadow quickly dart across, and a misty air with only the drops and noises of the misty air. It feels very, very spooky right now, especially just seeing that shadow pass in your peripheral vision. But for this guy, he's going to try and no longer be incapacitated. What is the save on that one? It's just another
wisdom 16. Yeah.
At the beginning or end of his turn? I dropped that.
Let me read. Sorry, one second.
No worries.
It doesn't actually tell me that you get to save every round. I don't know, so I'm not sure.
No?
It just says you create a twisting pattern of colors through the air, 30-foot cube. Patterns appear for a moment, then vanish. 1 minute duration. Each creature in the area sees the pattern, makes a save. On a fail, they're charmed. And while charmed, they're also incapacitated and have a speed of 0. Spell ends for an affected creature if it takes any damage, or just ends if you take damage, or if someone else uses an action to shake the creature out of its stupor.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I wish I had known that. What's the name of that spell again?
Hypnotic pattern.
Hypnotic pattern. This guy would definitely use his bonus action to shake this guy into consciousness before moving.
Okay. Yeah, makes sense.
Then he'll move the same and hypnotic pattern. Okay, I'm going to pull that up too, just so that I don't forget that in the future. And then this guy's going to move about the same as well. He's 10 feet back. So you guys only know that they're somewhere over off to the right. And that is it for their turns. Next up, it is Jax.
Okay. So do I see that little alley over there? The little opening there?
You do. You also saw you were able to see like everything that happened just as everyone else did. You saw them in that room run off in the distance, and you saw that shadow ominously move through the cracks in the wall.
Okay. Alright, I'll move that direction 30 feet, like towards the other opening on this side.
5, 10, 15, 20,
where that gets me.
25, 30. That gets you close to the corner of the wall.
Okay.
Again, they're inside there with their glowing bases. Would you like to dash?
Yeah, fuck it. I'll dash. I'll go another 30 feet.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30. Gets you about 10, 15 feet away from the opening of this little room.
Okay.
But right now all you can see is a wall, and yeah, I'll say that you can also see a little bit off this way, and you start to hear from that corner, like something is just around the corner there.
Okay.
Any bonus actions?
Yeah, I have 2 bonus action spells, but I can't really use them right now, so that's
Gotcha. Alrighty. Next up after Jax, it is Tristan. Tristan, it is you and the water elemental after you. So what would Tristan like to do first?
Okay, how far am I from the acid pool?
You're about 25 feet away. 5, 10, 15, 20. No, 20 feet away, sorry.
Okay, what's the jumping distance in D&D? How far can I jump?
10 feet if you are lucky, for the most part.
Okay, so first I'm gonna cast Prestidigitation on the furthest square to clean it up. Like to take the acid off.
Okay.
And then okay.
Sorry, real quick, with Prestidigitation, you could just make anything clean, right?
Oh, sorry, I meant shape water.
Shape water?
Yes. Can I freeze acid?
Hmm.
That would be easier.
You
acid
could...
can't. Well, it can freeze, but only certain types of acid can. I looked up a lot of stuff about acid when I was talking to you about certain things.
Yep. And you could always try that if you wanted to, but
Yeah, no. Sorry.
I can't tell whether or not it would work.
Is there an alleyway on top of the room with the torch?
One more time. What did you ask?
Straight up. Is there an alleyway on the corner? No, turn to the left.
Oh shoot!
Yes.
I messed up something real quick. Sorry.
Between the 2 walls here, between those 2 walls, is there an alleyway, or is there?
You guys just saw the shadow over here between the 2 walls here. You guys did not see anything from inside this room here. I didn't know that was closed off because the hidden zone was blocking the bits. So.
Okay, so there's a passage over there. I can walk
beyond
through
it. Beyond it.
Okay, yes, I'm gonna jump to that alleyway, that corner.
Oh, over here.
Yes.
Correct? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, that would be a 15-foot jump. So you can move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You could dash 35 to get right to the edge of the acid pool and jump with a high dex DC throw.
Can I still cast the cantrip with the bonus action? I don't think so.
Your dash is an action, so you could cast the cantrip with the bonus action if you'd like.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that to the last pool of acid. So if I fail, I at least can get the last one as cover. Yeah, this one.
All right, go ahead and make a dexterity roll for us. Dexterity check.
Oh, thank God. It's 20 overall.
Wow.
16 on dice.
So you guys see with mainly Mira, it's the... And Zash, yeah, okay, everybody's able to see that. Only Jax is not able to as he went around to the other side with an impressive amount of force and confidence, which you guys have not seen from Tristan quite like this yet. He quickly runs up to the side of the acid pool with his hand waving in the air. It looks like he's just waving it back and forth until suddenly he holds out his hand as it makes a bright light form out from the center of his palm. As it does, a bright light also begins to glow in the already glowing green pool of acid as a blue sort of sphere outlines a giant ball of it that moves up into the air and just out of the way, just barely missing Tristan as he jumps over 10 feet of acid to land on the last one and quickly move over to a safe area where there is no acid just before the acid reclaims its lost territory just moments ago. That was very impressive. So it's difficult to show with the little miniature, but you are between those pieces right there.
Okay, so he's just gonna lean on the wall and catch his breath.
Okay.
And I finish my turn.
Very, very nicely done. Would you like to do anything for the water elemental?
Oh yeah, right. He's gonna go cover Jax.
Alright. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, dash, I'm guessing 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65.
If
60,
I make the water elemental walk in front of them, is that running water?
You could see.
Yeah, I'm gonna try that. Okay, I finish my turn.
Alright. Next up after Tristan is Zash. Zash, it is you and the puppies after you.
Yeah. So I'm going to go over to where Jax and Tristan went.
Okay.
Or
yeah.
wait, Jax and the water elemental?
Yep.
Okay. Well, over there.
You get about halfway there. Would you like to dash?
Can I do a perception check to see if I can hear anything in any direction?
Ooh, yes you can.
I don't range 2 spells, but if I don't know if there's anything there, then I wouldn't.
Correct. Go ahead and make a perception check for us. Yeah.
16.
16. You do hear a little bit of a faint coming from the direction where Jax is, just around his corner. It would seem that there's not nearly as much noise coming from Tristan's direction, aside from Tristan now catching his breath.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, that's only 5 feet. All right. I wouldn't want to waste anything other than cantrips right now because I don't know specifically where anything is. So I guess I won't do anything. Yeah, I'll dash.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Another 30 feet gets you right by the water elemental, and will be the same for the puppies?
Yeah, but I don't have their thing up right now.
Okay.
Yeah, but I want them to do the tracking thing they can do. I forgot what it's called because I don't have it up.
I don't have it up either.
Let me find them real quick. It won't take long. Basically another perception check, but like a more specific one because they're cool. Yeah, the keen hearing and smell. Advantage on perception checks. All right. Well, they're going to listen closer.
Okay.
All right. That is a... Wait, what is wisdom? 16 still.
16 still. Again, same thing. You guys are getting the idea that there are a number of them. The puppies can tell that there are 4 different creatures around the corner, though.
Okay. That helps.
All right. And then after Zash, it is Mira. Back to Mira. What would you like?
From where I'm standing, I see there's a crack in the wall. I'm pointing at my screen. You can't see me do that. There's a crack in the wall.
Yes, here. Oh, here.
In the middle of the wall. There.
Yes.
Would that be big enough for a 5'1" half elf to fit through?
It does look like you could make it through if you are able to squeeze. However, I would like to clarify again because I made a mistake when I was explaining earlier. You did not see the shadows coming from.
No, I know.
Here. Okay. Just want to make sure that you.
I don't know how big the basement is, so I wouldn't
Correct.
know if it's a room or a hallway or anything like that.
Fair enough. Yeah, you're about 30 feet away, I think, and you could try and squeeze through. 5, 10,
Yep,
15,
that's what I'm gonna
20,
do.
25, and 30. Actually, you just get 5 feet away from it with 30
Bonus
feet.
action dash.
Okay, bonus action dash 5.
Yep.
Go ahead and make a dexterity check for us. Or you could
Just
make
straight
it acrobatics if you wish, or
Yeah.
athletics. One of the two if you wish.
Acrobatics, that's going to be a 20 total.
20 total. Yeah, you're able to, like a contortionist, move through it and not hurt yourself on any of the outjarred and piercing rocks as you go through. You're able to make your way inside with 20 feet of movement left. And from inside, you see a number of barrels. You see a pile of gold bars and coins just sitting there next to a corpse and a skull and sort of a goldish armor kind of body with a head that sort of looks like a little bit of a Shakespearean neck thing mixed with like sort of like a vampire neck thing. It's like a little bit different. You see next to that a couple of barrels, and you also see a bright reddish orange gemstone sitting in a pillar.
Do I see
glowing.
a door anywhere?
You do not see any sort of door.
Huh.
You also see a little tiny chest over here next to a body which is attached to the wall. And over in the far distance you see a fire torch burning sconce as well. But you only see the one gemstone, 2 barrels, a little chest, and the pile of gold and the skull.
How ripe does that body look?
You could get a bit closer, make an
fresh.
investigation check.
Yeah, I'm gonna get closer and take a look at it just to make sure it won't kill me.
15, alright. You get right up next to it. Go ahead and make that investigation check.
My Lanta. Alright. 11.
It was probably here for a bit of time. The flesh is well decayed. But something does seem to slightly contradict that a little bit. And that's a bit of blood underneath it, which does seem a bit more fresh.
Okay, just to be safe, I am going to stab it with my rapier.
Okay. Also, this is well... Yeah, it looks like it used to be a human. I'm just going to clarify that bit, too. Okay.
Well, it looks dead.
It does.
So, it's just precautionary measure.
Desecrating corpses now. Okay.
We've seen the dead come to life quite a few times at this point in time, so it doesn't seem too far off.
Are you going to go for the head, or are you going to go for the neck and try to sever the spinal cord? What you doing with that stab? Stabby stab.
Well, rapier is a stabbing and not a slashing weapon.
Mm-hmm.
So, probably the head.
Alright. You go up and you're able to get it so that the rapier gets halfway down the blade itself, deep into the skull. After that, the skull is strong and fortified enough to stop it. However, when you pull it back, fresh blood does seem somewhat to spill out a bit. Rather
Is it
fresh
moving?
blood. It did not seem to react at all, though, to your stabbing, and it does not move now, aside from the jolts back and forth as you stabbed it in and pulled it back out, the rapier.
Do I have any movement left?
You have 5 feet of movement left.
I am going to take 5 feet back, catty-cornered, so I'm in front of the chest.
Okay.
So I have the chest in between it and me.
Yes.
I'm just gonna stand on the wall. That seems like so much more fun.
That would be a lot more fun. I'd say that you still have enough to be able to open up the chest if you wished.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Do I have enough to check it first without opening it?
Yes, you would have enough to do that and then not open it.
Okay, then I'm gonna check it first.
Alright. Go ahead and make another investigation check for us.
Using a different die. That's better. That's 7. Yeah, 17.
17. You successfully check it and see that it is locked, but it is not trapped.
Alrighty. Alright, my turn.
All right. Next up after you, it is back to the top of the initiative with Itzli. Itzli, you are the furthest one away from either side right now, but you have about 80 feet of movement over toward where Tristan is, and 80 feet of movement over toward where Jax is.
Okay, and the two sort of vampires?
They are around the corner, and it looks like Tristan and Jax are flanking them around the side right now.
Oh, okay, so they're out of my sight right now.
Yes.
Who can I see on our front line?
You see Jax and his puppy following up behind, or Zash and his puppy, second time tonight, gosh darn it. Following up behind Jax, the water elemental also following up behind Jax. You saw Mira just jump into a crevice in the wall with great acrobatic skill, and you saw Tristan just jump over a pool of acid, also with great acrobatic skill, to the left of all that.
I can't still see our acrobats though, right? Like right now they're out of my sight.
Correct. Tristan looks like he went around the corner, and same with Mira.
So for a bonus action, I'm going to use Bardic Inspiration, the glamour one. I forget the exact name, but what it does is it gives them all 5 temporary hit points. I think it's 5 or 6. And they all get a free reaction right now to move, and they can't take opportunity attacks, just so everyone can move in any direction that they want. I'll use that for my bonus action.
That's for everybody?
Everybody I can see, allies I can see. That's why I asked. So the acrobatics can't do it. It's just
Gotcha.
Element and Zash and
Jax and the puppies, yes.
And the puppies, yeah. I'll let you guys decide what you want to do for those, and then I'll come back to you with an action, hopefully.
Yeah. We'll go ahead and go with Jax. Jax, you have about 30 feet of movement. What would you like to do?
Well, I'll come up to that corner and peek around it.
Okay, are you going to try and stealth around it?
I can't stealth. There's no point in me attempting to stealth.
Fair enough. You peek around the corner, and from first sight, you do see a vampire right there.
Okay, and that used up how many feet?
5.
Like 10? Okay. I'll get...
Yeah, I don't think
I'll just movement. Yeah. I'll get like...
Sorry, I was just gonna say you can't take opportunity attacks if that matters. I don't know if it does in this case.
Okay. I would like to point out the way that this is looking, the way that the ruins are, it looks like if you were to stand about 10 feet to your right, they would have a very slim bottleneck that they would have to go through to get to you.
Yeah, I was thinking about getting in the doorway, but also I didn't want to block anybody else's like view. So I was thinking of maybe like kind of stepping in and kind of getting behind that broken wall bit. Maybe.
Yeah. There's you could do that. And also this area here, it's not completely like blocked off, but it's also not it's rough terrain. So you could pass through it, they could pass through it, but it'd be very difficult moving right there through this step here. But if we do move you, yeah, you could definitely go another 10, 15, 20. For 20 total movement, you have 10 feet of movement left, and you are standing... your guy's a little bit too large. You are standing right here.
Okay. That's fine, then. I will hang out right there.
All right. Well, you're 5 feet up, but it doesn't want to do that. All right. Jax, you also have some movement available. Would you like to?
Did it again, but yes.
Yes. All right. Would you like to go up to the same spot you have? If you move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, you can peer around the corner now and see a ghoul just like Jax did.
I'm just gonna... I can only move, right? I can't act?
Correct.
Jax did tiny.
Okay. I'm gonna move 30 feet and be visible.
All right. You move 5 more feet and you are able to get... Would you like to go straight left, or would you like to go across or just on the opposite side of the rough terrain?
I'm up against the wall still.
Up against the wall? Okay. Yeah, and that's rough terrain if they would try to get you. That'd be...
Yeah.
All right. Now your puppies, what would they like to do?
Move up by me.
5, 10... Straight behind you?
Yeah.
Cool. That's 20 feet up to you. And, Fred, what would the water elemental like to do? Would it like to move as well?
Run straight for the goal, or the vampire.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30. He's able to get into the one area past, or just beyond the opening of the bottlenecked area.
That one is a ghoul or a vampire?
It's a vampire. It's a
Okay.
ghoul little character, but it's a vampire. All right.
Okay.
What else would Itzley like to do for the rest of his turn?
Okay, cool. No, neither of the vampires are within 30 feet of me, right? And no,
Correct.
Squares apart. So from there, I'm going to cast Invisible on myself.
Okay. So nobody's around to witness, and you think perfect. You cast your hand over in front of your face, and your eyes lock onto your palm as it lets out a little bit of a glowing insignia, which then expands outward past the length of your hand. And with that wave, you witness your hand just begin to disappear in front of your eyes. You are now invisible. Would you like to move at all?
I suppose I could. So I want to get a little closer. Let's move my full movement. I think 30 feet will still keep me behind
15,
the group.
20, 25, and 30. Yeah, you're still about like
that's
40 feet out.
Nice and safe and invisible. Okay, cool.
All right, next up it is this guy right here who's going to move 5 over to that place. 10, 15, 20, 25. Nope, right there. And 30, he's able to get to here. That will be the end of his turn, as he just comes up and lets out a few vampiric noises. Next up, it is going to be this guy who's going to move 5, actually 5, he could move that way. 10, 15, 20 feet right up here. He's the first to enter the bottleneck, Jesus. He is going to attack.
Enter the bottleneck, Jesus.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. Let's go ahead and roll an intelligence check for him. Yeah, he's gonna attack Zash. With a multi-attack. The first one is going to do. Okay, that works. First one is going to be a bite attack against you for 20 to hit.
Yup.
Oh no, wait. It might not be 20. 1 second. 21. Okay.
I thought it was gonna be lower.
Yeah, I was hoping for your sake it would have too, but first off you take, sorry about this one, 9 points of piercing damage plus, oh my god, 9 points of necrotic damage. Now, the necrotic damage reduces your maximum hit points by that much. So you take 9 points necrotic damage, and your maximum hit points goes down by 9.
So basically, when I heal, I would only go up to -9, what my current is?
Correct.
Okay. That's not permanent, though, right?
Correct.
Cool.
And that did not reduce you to 0, right?
No, man.
Cool.
Keep
Just
going.
making sure. Just making sure. Okay.
Up tough.
Alright, after that bite attack, he's going to make a claw attack against the water element. No, he's going to go against you again. Against you again. Ooh. 12 to hit?
No.
Ah,
Why are you
see?
excited? Whose side are you on?
Well, this guy could easily kill you, actually. I don't want you to die. But I know it is a little bit disappointing, but this way it keeps it fair, because there are a lot of these guys. He comes up and quickly... he comes out and bites you, and you just feel this venom pulse out of the fangs as they pierce into your ashened skin and burnt fire genasi skin as it releases this venom. There are little streaks of black that go into your skin, and you just see veins sort of pour with poison as this bit of necrotic damage pulses through your body. You gasp for air in that instance, but quickly recover as he comes back up and is ready to finish you off. He takes one of his hands, swings it up wide, and comes at you with a claw attack. He tries to slash you, but you quickly dart out of the way just as he's about to. That is the end of his turn, and that is those two. Next up after those two guys is Jax. Jax, what would you like to do?
Can I even... Yeah, because I'm technically not that big. I'm right there.
And the water elemental is... Yeah, you're within 5 foot range as well, and the water elemental can move out of the way.
Okay.
You could make an attack.
He can move through the water elemental as well. He can share space with anyone.
Yep.
I'm debating things because... I don't know what the other vampire's doing. I don't know if he'll actually come back or not, so I don't want to... But I have things that would be very useful right now. But it would also be useful if he comes back. It's very difficult.
We're not killing these vampires?
No, these vampires I'm killing. I'm saying I don't know if I want to use things to help kill them faster.
Maybe do a perception check on how hurt Zash was from just one hit.
How bad does he look?
How bad do you look?
Not terrible. I mean, metagaming, 36 out of 54.
Okay.
But not terrible, but I'm just saying that's from one hit. These guys are fairly strong.
Right.
You definitely saw him gasp. You saw him recover as quickly as he did, but that gasp and that bite took a lot out of him.
Uh-huh.
Right.
I'm not the healer that Delilah was, though. Because I can use an action to heal you 1d8 plus 3.
Sorry, 37 out of 54. And I didn't mean to heal me. I meant to consider that with how much you should hurt these guys.
Oh, okay. I get what you're saying now.
Like, let the vampire happen when it happens.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, so we want these things gone. First thing I'm going to do is use a bonus action to do my... Where is it? Do my channel Divinity, Vow of Enmity, which gives me advantage on this vampire until it either drops to 0 hit points or 1 minute has passed.
Okay.
So I'll do that.
Also, I think I should tell you that I have 3 potions of greater healing. Just in case.
Okay. And I'll start swinging at this bastard.
Alright, go ahead and make your first attack roll.
Okay, first one is 22.
22 hits. Go ahead and roll your second attack roll first.
Sure. And second one is a 20.
20 hits. Go ahead and roll damage for those.
Okay, let me grab this. I'm also going to spend a first level spell slot for Divine or Smite, which is what, D8s, 3d8s? Because these are considered undead, right?
3d8's what?
For my Smite.
Yeah, 3d8's what kind of damage?
Radiant.
Okay. Nice.
I think it's, yeah, because it's undead, so it's 3d8. So many dice. first hit is 6 slashing and 7 acid and 14 radiant damage.
Okay, so 27 points. Nice.
Second hit, I'm not going to use a smite on. So second hit is 6 slashing and 7 acid again.
Wow. All right. So you come up with the first one. You close your eyes. You wince them tightly shut together as you're just about to open them and release hell upon this undead creature. In that instance, you see the shining vision of Sahanin Moonbow. Then it quickly changes to Delilah. And then you open up your eyes with this blast of energetic courage. You come down. You smash down on the vampire spawn scum as he goes back, and the radiant damage seeming to do a great bit of pain to it. He releases this terrible hiss at you as you come up. You smack it once again as it slowly, in slow-mo, blood splatters out of its head. He's still standing. He looks angry, but you did a good bit of damage to him.
Yeah. Fuck you, vampire guy.
All
How many
right.
vampire guys are there on the floor right now?
You guys see 2.
Okay.
No, you guys see 3. Sorry.
Okay.
Next
That's all
up,
I can do.
yeah. Next up is Tristan, and then Tristan, your water elemental after that, Fred. So you are
Okay.
over here in this corner.
I'm gonna try to squeeze through the corner.
All right, go ahead and make a dexterity check.
Oh, net 20.
Nice, very good. You're able to quickly dart through, suck in your stomach, and move through. And there, over to your left, you see a mummy just standing there in the corner.
He's gonna look both ways and just dart towards the mummy.
Also, forgot to add in the +4,
10,
my
15.
modifier. So take off an extra 8 damage for the 2 hits. My bad.
Take off one more time.
So I forgot to add my modifier to the damage.
Plus
so it'd
4,
be
so
-4
Okay.
for
So an
each hit. So it'd
An
be 8
additional
total.
8 points of damage. Got
Right.
it.
Right.
Got it. All right, nicely done. You dart, and you're still 5 feet away, or you don't dart or dash. You just quickly, well, you quickly run over. You did not dash, and you're 5 feet away. The zombie's
away.
looking at you. It's just like,
Within range means that I have to be able to attack him, right? Just that the witch bolt has a range of 30 feet, but it says the creature has to be within range. So is it within the 30 feet?
the witch bolt.
Yeah, it's a spell. First level evocation.
Oh, yes, it's definitely within range of 30 feet. You don't have to attack at any point.
Yeah, I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna cast that.
Okay. Go ahead and, is it a save?
No, ranged spell attack.
All right, go ahead and make an attack roll.
Yeah, as long as you're not within melee of somebody, because if you're within melee of somebody, then that attack rolls at a disadvantage, I believe.
Okay, it's 15 total.
15 does hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay, it's 1d12. Yes, 1d12. That would be a 10.
All right, 10 points of piercing or magic.
It's
kind?
lightning.
Lightning. Gotcha.
Lightning damage.
All right.
Yeah, and can I cast a cantrip as a bonus action?
Only if it says it can be cast as a bonus action.
Okay, so I'm gonna end my turn.
Okay. Otherwise, it's an action. Yeah. All right. You come up. You run toward it quickly. You hold out your hand, and once again, the incantation spreads out from your palm, and lightning strikes the mummy as it screams out in pain. That is it for your turn. How about your water elemental?
Okay, yeah, the water elemental, I'm just gonna have him run through all the vampires he can. Like, just run past them, but going over them. Because he can do that. He can
I see what you mean.
as many as he can.
Okay. Do me a favor. Go ahead and roll a straight d20.
16.
All right. So he's able to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet and get right over this guy right here. Occupying the same space, actually. He deals... Yeah, there it is. Alright, he deals... As he runs by each one of them, the vampire spawn begin to... And as the water elemental moves past them, you see their skin begin to sizzle and burn and evaporate up into the air and bubble at its point, and this gross, foul smell fills the air for Jax and Zash, dealing a great bit of damage to the guy who's already damaged.
Yeah, and on the last one, he's gonna use Whelm. It's the ability he can just like trap an enemy inside him.
Okay. And he traps him inside of him.
No, it's a DC 15 strength saving throw. And it does 2d8 plus 4 damage.
What kind of damage?
Bludgeoning.
So it was only 10, so go ahead and do 2d8 plus 4 for me.
It's 2 plus 2 plus 4, because it's 2d8 plus 4. The enemy is large or smaller, it's also grappled.
Correct, but go ahead and roll 2d8 plus 4 for me.
Yes, it's 8.
A total of 8, that's what you did roll? Yeah? Okay. Just making sure. 54. And yeah, so it definitely failed. So it is grappled. It takes that bludgeoning damage, and at the beginning of its next turn, it is also going to... No.
And it also...
Okay, go on.
It also... he cannot breathe.
Okay.
And I finish my turn.
Alright. After your turn, it is now Zash. Zash, you see a vampire right in front of you who attacked you twice and did a good bit of damage to you. What would you like to do?
I will... Let's see. Would you say that I can get at least the two in front of me into a 15-foot cone? Probably not the one at the back.
Correct.
Okay. That's fine. I'll do Burning Hands in front of me at the two zompires.
Nice. Is it a save?
Vampies?
Bambies.
Bambies. I like Bambies.
Bambies.
Wait.
I think of Bambies, though.
Yeah, it's a dex save.
All right. First one makes 16.
Yeah.
Second one 10.
Fail. All right. So 3d6. Good grief. So that's really all right. 8 damage on the failed one,
Okay.
and half on the saved one.
Hey, every bit of damage helps. So.
It's 3d6 isn't that much actually, huh? Yeah.
And
That was
6.
handy.
And how much on the one who failed?
8,
The one who failed.
and then half on the other.
Oh, gotcha. At first you did say on the failed one. Gotcha.
Yeah.
So it's 4 on the failed one. Or yeah, okay. I confused myself.
On the succeeded one, yeah.
The one in front succeeded, and I was thinking about the one in front and the back being opposite. My bad. 10, 8 is.
Oh, and then I'm gonna move back. What I notice about how much they moved?
Yeah, it seems to be moving at the same speed as you.
Okay. Well, then I move back 30 feet.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And how about the puppies?
They are going to get up there. And fire ray is 1 target. And do fire breath, 15-foot cone again.
All right. Again, you can get the 2 of those guys. Go ahead and make a, or is it Dex again?
It's a dex again.
All right. First
A little
one,
better, at least.
it does not make it. Second one does not make it. They were both 6. All right.
All right, cool. 1 second. Ten damage on 6d6.
Wow.
Wah,
You
wah,
know what's really
wah.
funny about that?
What?
10 was exactly enough to turn one of the vampires to dust.
Good.
From vampire had
Okay.
exactly 10 hit points left.
Eh.
I'm not gonna roll in this desk anymore. I thought this would be better than the old glass one. No, it's
Wait,
not.
so instead of getting rid of some dice, you're like, fuck this desk?
No, I look. Yeah, I'm not gonna roll on it anymore.
That was 15 feet of movement for the puppies. Would they like to move any more?
Yeah, they'll move 15 feet back.
All right, 5, 10, and 15 feet straight back. All right, so they run up and release this torrent of this cone of fire as one of the vampires spawn quickly screams out in pain, especially with the light of this amount of flame. Dealing good bit of damage to it. It screams out in pain and terror as its skin slowly disintegrates from its bones, and its bones slowly fall onto a pile on the ground. Nicely done. Next up after Zash and his puppies is Mira.
Okay. Before I do anything, I'm gonna use my bonus action to drink my regular healing potion. The only one I have.
Okay.
That's fun. So that's 2d4 plus 2, so I'm gonna roll that.
That's fun.
That's-
So that's
4, so that's 6 plus I get 8 hit points back. Yay!
that is good.
I don't look as bad as I did. Alright, and now I'm gonna try and unlock this chest because I'm probably useless in this fight right now.
All right, sleight of hand.
Well, it's technically Thieves' Tools,
Oh,
which I have
Sure.
expertise in. So it's gonna be a plus 8 to lockpick.
there you go.
Oh yeah. 25.
25. I forgot about your thieves' tools. You, with
why I
an
have them.
expert and a finesse about it, you just as you unlock it and lift up this little chest, you see a number of items. One of them actually appears to be personal information papers, pips as they're called in the world, which of course that's what your thorn apple papers are fakes of, as well as your Mira Helder ones. But these are personal information papers for a ghoul, which you don't very often see in the world around. Especially considering that ghouls are more often believed to be fiends and whatnot. You also see a letter, handwritten as well. It looks common, but it would take a bit of reading to inspect that. Or a bit of inspection to read through that. Sorry, opposite. And you just find some other personal possessions and trinkets, which include... a little bronze miniature of a tree trapped in the coils of a fell serpent. A leaden merchant's weight, which is marked in units of slaves. I don't know. And a 6-sided die, which rattles when rolled.
Do I have anything left in my action to be able to put any of that in my bag after doing the lockpick?
Probably, yeah. You could just pick them up and put them in your bag. That'd be... We'll say that's a free action.
Cool. And then I'm going to use my movement to stand in front of the square that is adjacent to the first barrel.
Okay. Alright, so you move there.
Yep.
Or there.
In front of the stone.
Okay. You move 10 feet over to there, and there is that glowing red-orange stone on the pedestal in front of you.
I don't think I can do too much else, so I'm just going to end my turn there.
You could make a perception check to see if there's anything about the stone, and then that would be it, I'd say.
Would that be investigation or perception?
Yeah, investigation. Correct.
Then I will do that. Oh, golly. 11.
Alright, it just looks like a glowing red stone that might be worth quite a bit of money.
Alright, and then my turn.
Alright. Next up after you, it is now back to these guys who did a little bit of something different in the last turn. This guy is starting out, and he's still in the water element. Where'd he go? He's still inside the water elemental. So is it a strength check to see if he becomes unattached, Fred, from it?
Just let me check.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the same check to escape of a grapple.
Okay. He does not make that.
Okay, if he did, he would just be spit out to another space.
Okay.
Spat, sorry.
No worries. And then this guy is going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30 right in range of Jax. He's going to make 2 attack rolls against you. The first one is going to be his claw attack first this time for 13.
Nope.
Did not think so. Let me do it on here because it keeps on getting weirdly moved. Wow, 13 again for the bite attack. So he comes up, he quickly snarls and hisses at you, and he tries to slash at you, and he comes up to bite you as well. The bite actually does land a little bit, but it hits your armor, and it's just kings right into the armor as the creature snarls back, and it looks angry that it hurt its teeth on your armor. So that is it for his turn. Next up, it is Eatsley.
Okay.
Eatsley, you are invisible. You are about 50 feet away from Jax, and you see sticking out a vampire spawn who just attacked him.
Okay. How does Jax look versus Zash?
I'm pretty sure good, right?
Zash,
He
Zash
looks
get hurt?
pretty fantastic compared to Zash.
Okay. So I'm going to pop out of stealth and cast Healing Word as a bonus action on Zash.
Okay.
And
So your
no,
invisibility drops. You cast healing word with your. Do you do it with your mandolin?
No, that's just the normal bard spell.
All right.
But I can look on D4 one sec. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice. 15 points of healing to Zash.
Nice.
And then I'm gonna.
Is there anything that you say to heal him up with that 15 points?
Yeah, actually, because I guess it is healing word, so I just say "get bata," and a little bit of spit comes out of my mouth, and
Very inspired.
And so bonus action was that, but for action, I'm going to cast with this one is from the mandolin, so I guess I pull the mandolin out really quickly from underneath my arms and strum the chords and cast protection against evil, good and evil. Which makes undead and evil have disadvantage against attacking Zash until 10 minutes or until I drop the concentration spell. And he can't be charmed or possessed or frightened. He has advantage on any saving throws as well. Ooh.
Wow, very, very helpful. Do you do any movement?
I feel quite safe. No one's looking directly at me. I'll stay there.
Okay. Then after you, it is now the turn of this guy, who's going to come up 5 feet. And Jax, you just see something quite strange. As this vampire runs up toward you, you see that he's partially covered by the rock edges sticking out on the right and partially covered by his friend standing in the doorway to your left. This vampire runs up, though, quickly and jumps up sideways, latches onto the side of the rock, and begins crawling along the wall on the outside. And while looking at you all the while, you just hear the patter of along the wall as he's climbing. He's going to make a multi-attack at you while on the wall, just to your right. Yep. First one is going to be...
Kill it with fire.
Oh, shoot.
Do that
What
to
is with
somebody
me?
crawling on the wall.
14.
Nope.
How about this one? Yes! 23.
Ooh, yeah, that hits.
All right, so the bite one does land, thankfully. The, okay, 5 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
But you also take 9 points of necrotic damage, and your maximum hit points are reduced by 9 points as well. As he comes up and he slashes at you, you quickly move aside with your eyes full wide of terror. You look back at it as he quickly lunges forward at you, as you can't help but let out a little bit of a as he comes up. It's a terrifying sight, just seeing these glowing red eyes in this darkened place, but there is still, of course, a little bit of ambient light from torches and sconces around to let you see enough, providing dim light all throughout the area, but it's still terrifying, and you just see as it comes forward, you feel the pierce in your neck as this dark venom also fills your veins, and the necrotic damage slowly overtakes your entire body, taking that 9 points of damage. That is it for his turn, though, as he's going to end it there on the wall. And the other guy who went at that time was dead. So, it is now your turn. Jax.
Okay. Man. The other guy missed. Out of these two, does one look like more damaged than the other?
Good question. Yes. The one standing in the doorway looks a little bit further damaged. A good bit further damaged.
Then I will swing at that one.
Alright.
I'll just roll both attacks now. Oh, nice. They're exactly the same. What are the chances of that? It's kind of cool, actually.
Wait. The one who attacked you. I'm sorry. I'm going to write down in his name so that I know.
Okay. Sure.
What I'm keeping track of. So the one on the wall is definitely the one who's more damaged.
Okay. Both attacks are 21.
Okay. That does not hit No King. Yeah, that hits. Good job. Go ahead and roll damage.
Alright, and I'm gonna expend another spell slot for Divine Smite. Only one though. So let's do the first one will be the Divine Smite. Okay. So that's 9 plus 4, 13 slashing damage, and another 7 acid. And then
13 slashing, another 7 acid. Okay.
and then 12 radiant damage,
Nice.
and then damage on the second hit.
And then
9 slashing and 10 acid.
Okay, 9 and 10, 19.
Mhm.
With that, you come up, you slash the vampire the first time as he releases out this terrible pain as the radiant damage glows in the wound that you just struck with him. You come up and swing the second one as he fades into dust as the little bits turn more embers than anything else as they slowly burn off into the air and fade into dust as they leave. But he is done for.
Hi, creepy vampire on the wall.
That being said, is that it for your turn?
Yeah. Do I
Alright.
turn into a vampire now because I got hit by the bite?
Roll Constitution save. No, I'm kidding. All right.
Oh, man.
Next up is Tristan. Tristan, what would you like to do? You are still in front of the mummy, Fred. It did not seem to move. It does not seem to be very coherent at the moment.
First, I'm gonna I was talking again and I was muted. Sorry.
Oh, no worries.
I'm gonna cast Prestidigitation on his forehead, make an X, because I can make a little symbol.
On the
Or
mummy's
a
head?
Yeah, an X.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna attack him because I can
Is
from the war.
is Prestidigitation an action to cast?
Yes, but the war magic feat allows me to attack when I cast a cantrip.
Oh, okay. Very nice.
So
Alright.
I'm gonna get closer and attack him with the dagger, and I'm gonna activate the poison.
Okay.
So
Go ahead and roll that
next
attack.
then, yeah, if I hit it,
you got this. Stab him in the eye.
oh, 19 plus how much? Plus 7? No, that's damage.
You didn't roll your attack, did you? You just rolled your damage, didn't you?
No, it's a 19.
19? Okay.
I'm just finding the. Oh, it's on actions. Okay, it's a plus 8, so it's a 27.
Yeah, that one hits.
Okay, thank God. Okay, so the damage is 1d4 plus 7. Sorry. So it's a 10 plus 2d. That would be 10 plus 9, 19.
Of acid?
No, it's 9 poison damage and 9 physical damage. No, 10 physical damage.
10 points of physical damage. Alright.
And I'm gonna attack again.
Do
after
me.
that.
Okay. Alright. With the same dagger, you said?
But without the poison, it's only for one attack.
Okay. Go ahead and make your next attack.
Oh, there's also a DC 15 Constitution saving throw to see if he's poisoned. 12? No, sorry, 16.
16 does hit,
Okay, so
and it is not poisoned.
Okay, another 1d4 plus 7. This dagger is really good. It's a 10 again.
10 piercing? I think I got this wrong.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, yeah. Do me a favor, go ahead and make a perception check.
Perception.
Yes.
It's 2, so I got a 9.
Alright. You can tell that the poison did absolutely nothing to the mummy in front of you. Also, you can tell that the damage of the piercing did very little to it as well.
Well, guys, that's all I can do, so I'm pretty screwed. It's all I can do. I can do poison and I can do piercing.
I gave you that war pick also.
Yeah, I think it also does piercing. Yes, damage.
You can
As
throw
you-
water.
There's no water. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna.
Plus, this isn't a vampire.
I wasn't saying in this particular situation. I was just saying that's something else you can do.
Oh! I forgot about my spell. Oh, fuck it. Yeah, I can only attack twice, or can I attack 3 times?
How are you able to attack twice as well?
I have the
Thirsting. Wait, you're not at lock, are you? No.
fighter skill. Extra attack.
EK gets an extra attack. I think don't you get surge as well? Whatever
I'm
it's
just
called?
wondering how it combines with your ability to make an attack after doing a cantrip as well. So doing
the
a
war
cantrip doesn't use an attack at all is basically
No,
what you...
war magic allows me to attack after I cast a cantrip, and an extra attack allows me to attack again after I attack it once.
Okay. All right. What about
think-
your water elemental?
The guy takes another 2d8 plus 4 damage from being inside him. It says here.
2D. Okay, go ahead and roll that.
That's a 16.
All right.
He's going to attack him twice. Can he attack him from the inside?
I'm not sure.
It doesn't say here he can't.
All right. So you could make an attack. What kind of attack are you gonna make with it?
Slam, it's a multi-attack. He can attack twice with this.
Okay. Go ahead and make your 2 attacks then.
Okay, just a d20 plus 7. Whoa, it's a one. The first one's a 9. The second one is a 26.
9 does not hit. 26 does.
Okay, 2d8 plus 4 again.
Also, just to make sure, your water elemental isn't there for just 1 minute, right? It's there for an hour, 60 minutes.
You said 1 hour.
1 hour. Okay. Just making sure.
Yeah, and it's 15 damage.
All right.
And I end my turn.
All right. After Tristan, then
Sorry,
it is
can
Ash.
I move?
You can move.
Can-
Yeah.
Okay, so he's gonna move back and forth from the as many as I can.
I would say that you cannot do that unless you're ungrappling the creature within you, in which case we'd have to take away that damage at the beginning.
No. It's if the enemy starts inside him.
Oh, fair enough.
There's-
Okay, yeah,
You
you
just-
can you move out of the vicinity of the creature, and that happens, and you try to move into the vicinity again.
No, pass through him. Like going across and then back and then across and then back. I think you can do it twice.
Not really. It's strangely worded here, so
Oh well, just once then. No
actually
problem.
I did a bit of a mistake. But yeah, you would have to try and re-grapple it if you're gonna move back into its space. So go ahead and try and make another grapple.
really? Can I just run through? It says here I can pass through a space that's like 1 inch wide.
Yes, you can. So you just
So
do
wait.
that instead and end like 5 feet away from it?
I'm just gonna pass through
Okay.
running water.
You pass through him this time and it doesn't seem to do any effect to it. As he is now very angry at you.
Okay, and I finish my turn.
Alright. Next up, it is Ash and the puppies.
Yep. How many zompires are there?
There are 2 remaining.
Okay, that's what I thought. So I'm gonna stay where I am right now, I think, because the puppies are a little up further.
Yes.
And I'm gonna do why didn't burning hands say whatever. I'm going to they're considered undead, right? They're still zombies.
They're yes, they're considered undead.
Okay. Then I'm going to use Chill Touch. Wait, no, the one is inside the water elemental still, isn't it?
No, not anymore.
Oh, okay. Then I'm going to use Chill Touch on the one that was inside the water elemental, so further back.
What's your range on that?
120.
Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, wait. Yeah. Oh, that's right. This is the one that's not called Chill Touch, but it's not ice and it's not touch. Got it.
Right.
I was like, but you have to be... Okay.
This one was spell, yeah.
Is that a save on my end?
No.
All right.
You can also freeze the elemental with ice damage. You can.
I don't have any ice spells.
Sounds about
Move
right.
on. I rolled a 2, so it's a 7.
To hit?
Yeah.
That does not hit.
Uh-huh.
Would you like to do anything else?
No.
Okay. How about the puppies?
Yeah, they're going to move up to the other dude there.
Right up to him?
Yeah.
Okay.
And not do a bite, I don't think. I want to though, because that's multi-attack. No. I'm just gonna do Fire Ray. Oh wait, sorry, not right up to him, like 5 feet away, right? You have to be 5 feet away for a spell.
I'm not sure.
Sure, whatever, it's fine.
Okay.
All right. Please roll something higher than a 1. Good start. Awesome. 14.
14 to hit?
Or
is it a dex save?
I already rolled the hit. I'm stupid. Never mind. Those were good rolls too.
Oh, you could keep 14 if it hits, but
I'm done.
was that nat 1?
Yup.
Okay. Alright, your puppies come up, and the center head begins to gain the courage and the energy to cast fire rays. It takes in the big breath, and you see the fire in its mouth, ready to breathe. The head to the right begins to cough and and unleashes this torrent of fire ray on Jax, who's right there. Since it is that, go ahead and re-roll the damage. But yeah, you hit Jax on that one.
$11. Worse than last time, at least.
Yeah. Jax, you take 11 points of fire damage as suddenly and unexpectedly, the happy little head on the of the Furies unleashes this cough, which turns into a fire blaze of a torrent of just fire energy that singes you. It burns a good bit. Your armor begins to heat up, and then as it stops, it slowly cools down, and you look at the puppy, and he has now his just tongue sticking out. They're all wagging their tails and none the wiser. All right. Next up after Zash, it is Mira.
Well, I'm gonna use what I can to try and get that stone and put it into my bag.
All right. You just try and like pry it out of its little socket.
Yeah, I didn't see anything wrong with it before, so I'm just gonna try and pry it out.
You are able to get your dagger that you have between the stone and the sconce that it's in, and you pry it up out of there. As you do, I want you to go ahead and make a dexterity saving roll.
Of course. Oh, Mother Hubbard. Dexterity save?
Yes.
9.
Okay.
So you said "Oh Mother Hubbard" and "Oh My Lanta" so far.
I don't think I said "Oh my Lanta." I'm not that southern, y'all.
Oh my Lanta. Just suddenly darts start shooting from this point here up, and one of them sinks into your shoulder. You take 4 points of piercing damage, but you're also poisoned. You take 8 points of poison damage, and have all the conditions of being poisoned as well, including disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks. And at the end of your turn, you're going to be making Constitution saving rolls.
Cool. Did I get the stone?
You did. You rolled
I'm
it.
putting it in my bag.
Yeah, your perception check the last round wasn't very great.
Yep. I rolled a natural 3 for investigation, so that wasn't that great. What do I have left? I know I have my movement left. Do I have anything else?
You have movement. I mean, that was like a bonus action, so you could search through the pile of stuff over here.
I'm gonna search in the barrels.
Okay.
Or at least one barrel, if I can.
Yeah, you get over to the barrel. You begin prying this open. You move it around, shake it a little bit to make sure. Sorry, I have hiccups again. To make sure that's not attached to any wires or anything like that.
Shaking it around, does it feel like it's a solid or it's a liquid?
It feels like it is probably a solid. It feels rather heavy, but it does move and sway as you turn it, but doesn't make any noise. It doesn't clatter or...
So it doesn't feel like a liquid shifting, it feels like a solid slightly moving. Okay, then I'll open up the barrel.
Correct. All right, you open it up, and there you see just a film, a layer perfectly flat now that you've rested back upright, of gunpowder, the whole height of this barrel.
That's good to know. Do I have anything left?
That would be your action to check that.
Alright, then I'm gonna end my turn.
Alright, go ahead and make a Constitution saving roll.
I'm...
Fine.
10 total.
Alright. You have just taken a good bit of damage. You feel wide awake from that, so that's good. And that is the end of your turn.
That adrenaline.
Yep, good old adrenaline. Next up, it is Eatsley.
Okay. How many?
Oh, wait. Sorry.
Vampies.
Sorry. I thought that these were the guys who went after you. These are the guys that go before you. That was my bad.
Okay.
There are 2 remaining, but we will see what happens after this one. This guy is going to do something very similar to what he did last time, but he's going to move right up in between the 2 of you. He's going to make an attack against, first off, again, claw, and then a biting attack against Jax. So for the claw attack, 22?
The claw was on me?
Yes.
Yeah, that hits.
And the biting will also be on you, but that is only 11.
Okay.
So, the claw, which I think that this is like the first one that I've made. That is something that happened also, so there's that. This vampire doesn't need to, so there's also that. Sorry, I'm thinking out loud, but also talking out loud. The claw attack hit. It does 9 points of slashing damage. Actually, oh yeah, no, he's not gonna try and grapple you instead. That would be a thing that he could do, but he's not going to because you are strong. And that is it for his turn. But this guy over here, he's gonna start up his turn and he releases this good bit of energy, and you see this dark smoke begin to fill him. At the beginning of this turn, because he didn't take any specific kind of damage in the last round, he regains hit points. And now he's going to make a bite and claw attack against the water for some reason. So first off is the claw, as always. That is 21 to hit. Fred, does that hit the water?
It does.
Alright, the bite is going to be 18. Does that hit the water?
It also does.
Okay. So the first one, that one is 8 points of slashing damage against the water, but he should be resistant, I think. And the bite, it is 9 points piercing damage plus 5 points necrotic damage, and the water elemental's hit points are reduced by 5 points.
Sorry, did you say poison damage?
First one was piercing, second one was necrotic. Maybe I said poison. I meant necrotic. It does...
Yeah, he is resistant to all attack that's not magical.
Okay.
And acid.
Okay.
All physical attack is not magical and acid. And he's immune to poison.
Alright. So he's resistant. He only takes half of the 8 points of piercing from the... Or no, it was more than 8. How much was it? It was 9 points piercing damage. It was 8 points slashing damage from the claws. So he takes half of 17, rounded up. He takes 9 points of physical damage. And then he takes the full 5 points of necrotic damage because that's magical. And his hit points are reduced by 5.
Are you keeping track of his HP? Because I don't even know how much he has. Oh, he has a lot. It's okay.
No, you have to do that. Yeah, you should.
Oh
be
no, he
marking
has a
all this
lot.
down.
He's gonna disappear before he dies. He has a
you
lot of HP.
You still need to mark these down.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, go ahead and just keep notes of that. But yeah, with your guys' summoned and animals and stuff like that. Yep, that's on you. Next up, it is now Aisley.
Okay. The front line, how many people are surrounded with that vampire, or is it still the zombie? I don't know.
You see the vampire over by Jax and the puppies. Zash is a good bit of a distance away from it, and you don't see any vampires sticking out behind him.
Okay, cool. So the one near Jax and the puppies, how many puppies are there? Is it just one?
It's
you say
the
puppies,
one puppy, but
multi-headed dog?
Yes, it's a Cerberus puppy. So it has 3
that's
heads.
right. Makes sense. Yeah. Can I make it stand right beside them and be in front of the monster? Is that possible? Am I close enough to them?
You're 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40,
No, I'm not
45
close
feet
enough.
away
Okay.
from that spot.
Yeah, so I'll move 30 feet closer. And I'm gonna cast Dissonant Whispers on it at a 2nd level, I want to say. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's is it a charming spell? Because if it is, I'm going to... No, it's not. So it's a Wisdom 16 for half damage, or no damage. Oh, for no damage.
Okay. Don't think so though. Yeah, no. does not make it.
Okay. Okay, so I rolled bad. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 psychic damage.
Alrighty.
Wait, what's second level? Wait, so I get to roll one more die. 9, 10, 11. 11.
Total?
And 11 damage, I apologize. And it has to immediately take its reaction? Yeah, reaction to run away, and it does incur opportunity attacks from anyone next to it. So the puppy and Jax get another attack.
Okay.
Runs away how many feet? It's full movement.
25 and 30. Yeah, so he's going to go back
Does
over
that mean
there.
the elemental gets to hit it too?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. So he gets attack of opportunities by the water elemental, by Jax, and by the puppies.
That's so good. Yeah, that's me. That's all I'm going to do.
Also, I have
Actually, it's not everything.
class feature. 1 second, I gotta read it.
Does anyone look like they could need a heal right now? Like, is a puppy or Jax are the only ones I can see, right? I can't see Zash.
If you want to heal me, you can. But
Okay.
yeah, Zash is definitely a priority. I'm still pretty good.
No, that's as full as he can be because of the necrotic damage.
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
So Zash doesn't look like he has any scars or anything like that, but his eyes look dark and sunken in, and he looks a little bit weak. That's all.
Okay, I just like free action say, ugh. Like give you like a ugh look when you see someone in bad lighting for the first time.
So I have Relentless Avenger. So when I make an opportunity attack, I can move up to half of my speed immediately as part of that reaction.
Okay. Where would you like to go? Follow him?
15 feet following him, and I rolled a 18 total to hit.
18 does hit. While you go ahead and roll that damage, and while you do that, what did the puppies get to hit?
Nothing.
Okay. They did not hit.
6.
6, yeah, that does not hit. And Fred, go ahead and roll for the water elemental. And
Wait, sorry, 9.
Attack of opportunity. 9 also does not hit.
Yeah.
Sorry.
13 slashing and 6 acid from Jax.
I roll a d20, right? To hit, or it's just a damage?
You roll to
hit,
hit on
roll
an
to
attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's an 18 to hit, and
18 does hit, but 9 slashing, you said? No, 13
no, it's
slashing?
9. No, 9
Yeah.
bludgeoning. Oh, sorry.
For Jax, yeah, it was 13 slashing and 6 acid.
Okay.
And the elemental does it's 13 bludgeoning.
13 bludgeoning. Okay. Alright. So yeah, you guys all take swings at it as it runs away, but you're starting to see that now without the what's the word I'm looking for? Radiant ability, without everything else, these slashing and bludgeoning attacks aren't doing very much as they were before. Next up then it is they're dead. It is Jax next.
Okay. So I will move up on the one that just ran.
5, 10, 15. If you move 15 feet forward, you're standing within 5-foot range of both of the two, unless you want to move diagonally across 5 feet so that you're only in front of that one.
No, that's fine. That's fine right there.
Here?
Yep.
Okay. All right.
And I'll just roll both attacks now.
All right.
One misses. That's 20 to hit the one that ran for me.
20 does hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Uh, 9 slashing and 8 acid damage.
9, 13. Okay. Is that it?
Yeah. Is it starting to look pretty rough, or?
He's still looking pretty strong for what he is. He's beat up, and each time that you hit him, he like winces back a little bit after the hit, and then comes back forward, and you slam him again. Keeps on bouncing back still.
Okay.
Next up after Jax it is... Oh! Okay, yeah, next up is Tristan. Tristan, you still have the mummy in front of you.
Okay, he's still alive. Yeah, I'm gonna cast a spell.
What spell
I'm
would
gonna
you like to
cast. I assume. Can I make a perception check to see if he's weak to fire, or is that not possible?
You'd have to do fire damage to see.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna blow my second level spell slot and cast Aganazar's Scorcher.
Okay.
It's a
go ahead.
line of flame.
Is it a dex save?
No, just straight up attack. No, just straight up damage. Yeah, it doesn't say I have to roll.
That's odd.
Oh, sorry, yeah, it's Dex 14.
Okay.
Here, sorry.
He does not make it. Or correction, she
Okay.
does not make it. Go ahead and roll the damage on that.
Oh, okay. It's 3d8.
Oh, it's a mummy.
God damn it.
Jesus Christ. It's 12.
12. Alright.
12 fire damage.
12 damage. Okay. And go ahead and roll a perception check now.
I just read what Rachel wrote and I'm so sorry. Perception's 10.
Great. That would be such a Justin response. Rachel said in chat, you guys know that this is probably the wife of the mummy upstairs, right? And Justin, as I read it as Ash goes, they attacked
Yeah,
first. Even
but
though this mummy has not moved or attacked at all.
Yeah.
It's no proof.
Right.
Fuck. Can I? No, I can't like blow the spell like shoot another direction. I declared it. It's happening, right?
Yeah, it's already happening. Also, this is what Tristan has been thinking, so it'd be sort of meta if you start listening to them now. But yeah, no, the mummy never ever attacked Tristan. That never happened.
And I have attacked her 3 times already.
The mummy hasn't moved or attacked at all this entire game. All right, so it is at that now. Next up, it is
The elemental, I guess.
the elemental. Yes, thank you.
All the zombies are dead, right? No, there's still 2 of them.
2 mummies. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna attack it then twice.
Why am I saying zombies and mummies? All right, go ahead and attack him twice. 2 vampires left.
It's a 20.
20 does hit.
24.
24 does not. Go ahead and roll
Wait.
damage for both those. I was kidding. Yeah.
Okay. The first one it's 11 bludgeoning, and the second one
Okay.
it's 10.
So 21, 22. All right. It's still standing after the 2 smashes of the creature, but he is looking strong still. Well, not
Can I
strong still,
run
I should
through
say.
him and the other one?
Could you what?
Can he run through this one and the other one?
For movement, yes. It would need to
Yeah.
be an attack to make a grapple check, though. And you don't
Do
have one
I?
of those.
I'm just passing through them.
Yeah, exactly. So you decide to just pass through?
Yes, both of
Okay.
them.
So you move
And-
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30. You're able to get over here around this corner, and they seem unfazed by it.
Okay, just to make sure Jax can stand in the same space as the elemental.
Okay, he can move diagonally if he wanted to, but I just moved in
Yeah, no.
you. All right.
And I finish my turn.
All right. Next up, it is Zash and the puppies. Zash, you are a good bit of a distance away, but you see Jack standing up there with the arm and mouth attack occasionally of one of the vampires, and you see very clearly another vampire to Jack's right.
Yeah. So I mentioned this in the chat, but would I be able to see like what the mummy is at this like right now? Because he didn't give us a description of who his wife is.
Correct.
But I would
You guys
if
have,
she was
in fact, nobody at this point is in range of the mummy.
okay.
Or of seeing the mummy.
Nobody except the people who are up there?
Nobody except for Tristan. Tristan is the only one by it. But there's a wall here, sort of. More than half cover. And, yeah, even...
Oh, okay, sorry. I was registering this thing up by Jax and the water elemental as the mummy.
Oh, no, they're vampires. Sorry.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay. Then...
Yeah,
part of me wants to do magic missile just because it won't miss. But
fair.
I think I'm just going to go up and do another... I'll do Eldritch Blast. At least I can roll twice for that.
30. 30 feet gets you right at the doorway, and you're still 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet exactly away from him.
Yeah, Eldritch Blast is 120 feet. That's fine.
Oh,
all
nice.
Right.
Gotcha.
Here I go.
I go up. I just want to make sure that you wanted to move.
Oops. Crap. Hold on. There we go. Okay. 24. For one.
24 does hit.
That's more like it. 7.
7 does not, though. Go ahead and roll damage for the first one.
10 damage. Not too bad.
10 points of damage is not shabby.
That's 4 damage.
Okay, you hit him with this Eldritch Blast. As that now you guys got me saying zombie and mummy too. As that vampire spawn is just standing there, it's literally teetering. It's no longer growling or snarling. It is standing there looking like it's about to fall over with a push or a shove. Like, it is very close. Next up are the puppies, if you wish. Or you have a bonus. Yeah.
So they're going to go up, 30 feet to do another fire ray.
15, 20, 25, and 30. You can get right within 5-foot range if you wish.
Yeah, sure, that's fine.
Okay.
I was debating keeping it back, but eh. Okay, I need to roll in this thing, I guess. That's 21.
21 does hit. Go ahead and roll damage on that.
Dang, 14.
14. Well, that is certainly enough. The puppies come up and release this ray of fire which disintegrates this vampire into dust and smoke in the blink of an eye. Nicely done. After Zash and the puppies, it is now Mira.
Alright. I'm just gonna assume that both barrels have gunpowder in them. I am going to get low, and I'm going to check out the pile that's on the floor.
Alright. Go ahead and make another investigation for me.
At disadvantage, that's...
True. You are poisoned.
That one... And it's still not bad because I have a high investigation. That's going to be a 17.
17, that is really good. You find a ton of gold pieces. You look at them, nothing looks out of the ordinary. Nothing about the pile seems to be trapped or booby-trapped or gimmicked in any sort of way. And
is it just all gold?
It appears to be. All gold coins and a few gold bars. You find 10 gold bars, and you find 585 gold pieces.
I am, and then there's also a
Gold coins.
skeleton, right?
And then a skeleton with a sort of golden armor about him, with a long metal sword that looks like sort of like a mix between a sword and a scimitar, but doesn't have the curve at the back end. A better example would be a giant hunting knife version of a sword, if that makes sense. I know that there's a name for it. I can't think of it. He's sitting there with one of those really long
falchion?
swords. Sort of. I think maybe. And wearing a cloak around his body as well. That again goes
Alright.
around his neck.
Well, I'm gonna try and take as much as I can, starting with the cloak and then going to gold, depending on how much I can do with my action.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to take the cloak. Upon closer look and examination, it just looks like an ordinary cloak. The gold,
fine.
you are able to get a few hundred pieces right now, 300 pieces, that you just shove into your bag really quickly. I'd say next round you'd be able to clear all of it away.
All right.
All minus the
So
armor, of course, and the sword.
All right. So that'll end my turn.
All right. Next up, it is their turn. His turn, I should say. Seeing everything, he's going to move 5 foot away. Jax and the water elemental get an attack of opportunity as he does. 10, he's going to jump up, start crawling along the wall. 15, 20, 25, and 30 feet over this way.
22 for Jax, and then that means I can also move 15 feet, so I'll walk 15 feet towards it. Wait, this is the vampire, right? Yeah. 'Cause
10,
climbing on walls and shit.
15. You are able to make it 15 feet, but you're just on the outskirt where you're going to need to make a dexterity check. You also see across the way Tristan and the female mummy.
Okay. That was 22 to hit on the...
Yes, it did hit. So go ahead and roll damage for that. And Tristan, did you roll for the water elemental attack?
Yes, it's a 23 to hit and
does hit.
11 damage.
11 points of bludgeoning?
Yes.
Okay.
10 slashing, 11 slashing, and then 6 acid for Jax.
Wow. Okay, I'm adding all this up, and I'm like taking in what you guys say. So it was 11, 11, and 6. But that's halved on the first two, so it's -6, -6, -6, and I just wrote 666. It wasn't even... Anyway.
Nice.
Yeah. Spoopy. Ooh. So -18 is boom. That. All right. So he's able to make his way over as little bits of blackened blood start spilling out of its wounds as you guys come up and slash it, and the water elemental does a good bit of a punch toward it. It's blackened blood as well as the green from the green acid of the sword hits the wall, and it begins to sizzle over here on this side, on the opposite side of the wall of Mira. And the vampire just hisses as he runs away and continues to crawl up the wall and everything. That is it for his turn. Next up it is Eatsley.
Okay, just a quick warning. I had my headphones off for a second. They died. Apologies.
No,
So-
wait, real quick, sorry. That's not it for its turn. It's gonna dash. I apologize. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30. Okay, he gets right up there. But he's up on the ceiling and not within 5-foot range of Tristan. Okay. And now it is your turn, Eatsley.
Ah, yes. I'm just gonna wait a second.
No worries, you can explain. What would you like to do?
Oh, I just want to get a view of me for a sec, so I'll wait till you're.
Gotcha. Yeah, you're
Cool.
all the way over here.
Uh,
The rest of the group
yeah,
went
I'm
up
pretty
this way
far out
and
there.
went that way.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm pretty far out there, so I'll run past. Zash is looking good now, right? He's got pumps. How are you looking, Zash?
I haven't been touched again.
Yeah.
Oh, neat. Sort of. Okay, so I'll run past Zash into the room. That's the only way to get to them, right? Let's do that like.
A little bit of a bottleneck, yeah. Well, that's not the only way, but so far as you've seen, that's like the only way. Because all you know is that the vampire is somewhere in this area. I mean, you did see Tristan go the other way, but you haven't seen Tristan involved in the fighting at all, so.
That's cool. How much movement do I have left?
10 more feet.
Okay, so I'll go ahead 10. Can I see through the crack? Can I see, what is it, Tristan on the other end there? All the way in the front?
Not at the moment. You'd need to move another 5, 10, 15 feet. And look around.
Okay, so I'll use my my action to dash. And I'll move another 30 feet forward.
20, 25, you're able to scooch around. 30, you're sort of able to get here, but do me a favor, go ahead and make a dexterity check for us.
Okay, can I make it acrobatics per chance?
Yeah, acrobatics or athletics if you wish as well.
19.
19. Okay, so you're able to fit in and scooch through, but you are out of movement for this turn. But you're able to stand between the things and get a leg up,
cool.
sort of ready to jump over this half wall that's going to be appearing in a second.
How many of us are within view of me right now?
Behind you, there's Jackson, the water elemental. You do not see Zash, but you do see Tristan as well. So it's just Jackson, Tristan, and the water elemental, and not the puppies.
Okay, so Jax, Tristan, and the water elemental. I'm gonna do the glamour inspiration thing where they all get to move again, and they don't lose an attack of opportunity, or they don't incur one. So they get free 30 movement if.
Tristan, you could move if you wish. Let's start with you.
Can I change movement as for a free action to talk to the mummy?
You could not.
Okay, so I'm not gonna move.
Okay. Jax, would you like to move?
Yeah.
Alright, go ahead and make a
I gotta make
dexterity, acrobatics, or athletics check.
Okay.
Whichever is easiest for you.
Probably athletics. 14.
Okay. Italy looks back and forth and beckons you forward with his hand. You get up a good bit of a rush of energy, and you quickly move up 5, 10, and you get up to this wall, but just as you're about to jump over, your one of your legs slips backwards as you're about to fall. Your other one's ready to go forward. The front of your body falls forward, and your leg ends up tripping you, and you fall prone on the ground here. Alright. And the water elemental. Fred would like the water elemental like to move.
Yeah, I'm gonna get him as close as possible to me, and he can squeeze through any space.
20, 25, and 30. So he gets right next to Jax's prone body. Alright, is that it for your turn, Itzli?
Can the elemental help Jax up?
Not at this point in time.
Okay.
Possibly later. Yeah, it would be able to later.
No, that's all my stuff. That's movement, action, and bonus action, so I'm good.
All right. Then next up is Jax.
Okay, so I'll use half my movement to stand up.
Boom. Done. You have 15 feet of movement, and that'll just get you right behind Tristan.
Now, is this a vampire in front of Tristan, or is this the mummy everyone keeps talking about?
This is a female mummy.
Okay.
Well, do me a quick favor. Perception check.
Sure.
I haven't done that for you yet, just to make sure that you know that.
10 total.
10. It is difficult to tell. It is definitely a mummy in front of you. but you do see 2 sort of breast bumps. So you get the idea that it is a female mummy.
Can I do like an intelligence to try and figure out if this is the wife that we were supposed to be looking for?
That would be what you feel.
Okay.
So if you feel like it would be, then
Sure. Then I'll just walk up my 15 feet
all right.
and just, we were sent here to save you.
I'm here to save you. I love it.
Teresa just, wait, what?
And I'll hold an action in case it charges us or something. I don't know.
All right. You do also still see this vampire here.
Oh,
Well,
it's
sort
on
of,
the
up
wall.
he's up on
I
the
was
ceiling
wondering
now.
what. Oh, okay. I
He's
was
up
wondering,
on the ceiling now. It's just
but I
not
couldn't reach
staying.
it, right?
Correct. You would not be able to
Well,
reach it even if you.
I guess if I wanted to pull out a javelin.
Correct.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I'll just hold an action.
Okay. Then next up it is Tristan.
Tristan's going to realize that he's been attacking for half a minute. This woman that hasn't been attacking back. He runs through his head. Is like, "Oh fuck! Oh, I'm so sorry. Please, can you understand me?" And then gonna look at the mummy and gonna put the dagger back.
The mummy just goes and continues to make a similar noise to what it had been up until the point where you attacked it, where the noises sort of sound like a bit more, but now it's just
Any ideas?
One more time, you cut out there a bit.
He's gonna look at Jax and ask, "Any ideas?"
Any ideas? Gotcha. Okay. You could respond with a reaction if you wish.
Okay. No.
All right. Next up, it is your water elemental. If you wish to move it.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Can I make an attack?
Yes. If you have a ranged one.
No, I'm gonna throw the dagger at the vampire.
Okay. Go ahead and make a throw attack with that.
Yes.
Which it is at disadvantage, I believe.
Why?
Because you're throwing.
Daggers are thrown. But daggers
Is
are
it thrown?
Oh.
Daggers are thrown.
Daggers are a ranged
Okay.
weapon.
Okay. Fair
I think
enough.
it's only 30
I-
feet before you get disadvantage, though.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Or
yeah.
if you're in, yeah.
That's what I
Yeah.
was automatically assuming. I was like, okay, it's disadvantage up to 120 feet, but yeah, okay, I was thinking about weirdly. So yeah,
Yes,
you have
26.
26 does hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. It's a 11 piercing.
11 points of piercing damage. Nice, nice, nice.
And do I still have a bonus action? Or did I use on me?
Your conversation was the bonus.
Okay, so I'm gonna finish my turn.
Okay. What about the water elemental though?
The other, how tall is the ceiling?
At least 8 feet.
Okay, so the water elemental would be able to reach it.
I believe so. I'm not sure about water elementals.
He has a 5 feet range, and I don't know how tall he is. I assume like 5 or 6 feet. He's a large elemental, the one I have here.
Yes, but remember this creature is not standing upright. Well, I suppose, yeah. Okay. I would think so, that he'd be able to get it. Hold on.
Sorry, Austin, I'm using the sheet for the large elemental, is that right?
For the large large elemental?
Yeah, it's the only one that popped up. It's a large elemental.
There's water elemental.
The only one that popped for me was the large one.
No, the water elemental and the water elemental large are two different things, I believe. In D&D
Oh, my
Beyond,
bad.
pull up water elemental, and it should be the very first one.
Okay, then I'm just gonna end my turn.
Okay.
You can keep going.
Water form.
Yeah, no,
you
it's the
still
same
attack
one.
and
It's the
stuff.
same one.
Yeah, okay.
It's
Oh,
a
I
large
see where
one.
that's saying that. Gotcha. Some save.
Yeah, I'm just gonna finish my turn.
Alright, if you say so. Next up after Tristan is Zash. Zash, you are a good bit of a distance back with your puppies.
Yeah, we're going to both double move up towards everyone else. Here, I heard some voices, so I want to make sure what's going on.
40. After about 40 feet, you get to the point where I would like you to make a acrobatics, dex, or athletics check, whichever is best for you.
Where? Oh, okay. I couldn't find athletics. Dang it! I rolled on the table again. A 10.
10. Okay, you have a very similar problem to what Zash did, where when you try and get over this wall here, your leg slips on this very, very slippery surface and you fall prone just in front of it.
You mean Jax?
Yes.
Yeah. 3 times. 3 times tonight.
More than that, actually.
Okay. Yep. Next up then. Ooh, and do me a favor. Go ahead and make a dex saving throw. The water elemental was right in front of the wall.
12.
Okay, yeah, you don't take any damage. It's an uncomfortable experience landing so close to water, but you're able to just dodge out of the way. And so the puppies do the same as well?
Yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20. They get to the point where they need to make... This one is definitely going to be athletics for them to try and jump over this wall.
Ah, good grief. 8.
Alright. They approach the wall, but they're not able to jump over the front of it. You'll need to use an action to retry. They haven't moved their full distance yet. They're 20
Yeah,
feet in.
so if they only went 20 feet, then I can use the other action to jump over.
Alright, go ahead and make an athletics check again.
18.
Okay. This time they were a little bit hesitant at first, but they regain their courage and move another 10 feet into the room. And are standing by you and your body, which is down on the ground. Alright, nice. Next up, it is Mira.
I'm gonna use my action to loot as much as I can.
Okay. Again, you get up the rest of the gold. All 575 pieces.
575.
I forget which one.
I think it was 578.
578.
I can't remember.
Okay.
I know I had an 8 in it. 578. Is that all I can get with an action?
And the sword. If you wish to get the armor off the dead man, you will need to take another turn.
Did I get any of the gold bars or just gold coins?
All the gold bars too. Yeah.
Oh, so 10 gold bars and the sword?
And the sword. Yes. All these bits you were just like shoving quickly into the bag of holding as it was open. You would just like whoosh, 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 quickly sliding into it.
And does the armor look interesting, or does it just look like regular armor?
For the most part, it looks like regular armor, but the idea of it being tinted gold does seem a bit interesting to you. You don't know if it's made out of gold, and if it is, how durable it will be, but don't
She's
see very
gonna
often.
think it looks ornamental, and she's gonna try and get back out the hole.
All right, go ahead and make a acrobatics check for us.
Oh, and it's a disadvantage. That's worse. 5 plus 5. 10.
All right, you're able to get your way through just a bit. You do cut yourself on one of the outjarred rocks. You take 5 points of piercing damage.
Uh-huh.
And now I want you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, jeez. And poison does not count for saves, correct?
It does.
It's just...
Ability checks and
doesn't?
attack rolls. Okay.
Okay, yeah, that's what I
checks,
thought.
Not savings, yeah, okay.
Yeah, so that's an 11.
All right. Yep, okay. Okay. You are starting to become tired, though. Very weak-kneed and exhausted.
That's fine. I'm gonna lean back. How much movement do I have left? Standard
5,
movement.
10, 15, 20, 25, 5 feet.
So I'm gonna move 5 feet to towards the edge of the wall that isn't towards the acid.
All right.
And I'm gonna bonus action hide.
Okay. You
So
bonus
I'm gonna
action
go ahead and
hide.
roll my stealth for that. That's a 12 stealth.
12 stealth. Okay.
I pray no one sees me.
Is at this point is the vampire creature's turn once again. The vampire creature is going to move from this wall still and partially on the ceiling 5-10 feet forward. He's going to move down. Again, you just hear his sort of like hands, but they stick to the surface. Just sticky, slimy, moving across the stone as he crawls up through this window, which, being in the basement of a place, you guys find somewhat interesting, and now it really catches your attention that outside this window, it's not like an ordinary window to outside or anything like that. It is a very small, slim window leading out to just a pit of blackness, it looks like. And that is it. The vampire disappears off in that direction, and you hear its pitter-patter no more. I'm going to let you guys move out of order now and do whatever it is that you wish to do.
So it's Leo catch up with the group.
Do I hear any noises? Like, do the fighting noises stop?
The fighting noises did stop, but you haven't heard anyone talking yet.
Okay, I'm gonna sit and listen and see if I can hear anybody talking.
Tristan's gonna ask, so do we tie her up and bring her upstairs?
Why do we need to tie her up? It's the guy's
I don't
wife.
know, but she's a mummy.
Racist.
Jax is gonna go through all the languages that he knows: Common, Draconic, Dwarvish, and Elvish, and just say, "We are here to help you. Your husband sent us," in each of those languages, and see if I get a response.
And Tristan replies in Elvish. Oh, you speak Elvish too?
Now's not the time.
Sorry.
Ooh. Common, Draconic, Elvish, and Ancient Elvish? What was it?
No, I don't think Ancient Elvish is.
I don't think
not.
so either. That's why I heard. I was like,
Common,
what?
Draconic, Dwarvish, and Elvish.
Dwarvish, Elvish, and Ancient Elvish. Got it. You speak in those languages, it does not seem to really respond. Mira, you are hearing... Well, that's racist. And stuff like that. Off in the distance. You do hear a bit of talking and a lot more
So it
calm
sounds
talking.
like It's calm talking, so I'm gonna use the wall to help support my weight, and I'm gonna try and walk the way I saw everybody go.
She's like waddling from all the weight from the gold bars.
I have a bag of holding. It has nothing to do with the weight of the
Oh
gold.
yeah, I forgot about the.
And
bag
as
of
you
holding.
do that,
I am not doing very well.
Constitution saving throw.
I'm gonna use this one. 16.
Good. DC's getting harder. All right.
And Zash is going to say a similar thing, but in Primordial.
Okay. You speak in Primordial. It does not seem to understand that either. Mary, you get
anybody
just
have
to
any
the
other
outskirts
languages?
here. Do me a favor. Go ahead and make another Constitution saving throw.
And can I just say
Oh,
something in
no.
Abyssal to see if the mummy understands Abyssal? Or did we do that one already?
No, we haven't done that yet.
Yes, Mira. What did you roll?
I rolled a 1.
Did.
Wow. Okay.
Bye, guys. It was nice. It was a nice run.
Do me a favor.
I call the bag of holding.
Go ahead and make a.
Over Mira's dead body, which it's probably gonna be.
It might be.
Exactly.
Go ahead and make a, like, sort of initiative roll. Just roll initiative for me.
Roll initiative,
Yeah.
and that's an ability check, so that's also a disadvantage. 12.
Okay. You are able to say a single word. 1 to 2 syllable word. Or just 1 or 2 parts of a syllable. 1 or 2 syllables of a longer word before you fall unconscious.
I'm going to yell, "Help!" and then I pass out.
Alright. You pass
The
out.
universal word.
Yes.
X swiftly turns around.
Okay. I want everyone to roll initiative again. I know that this is weird, but yeah, everyone go ahead and roll initiative. But Mira, you have 12.
Ooh, nice.
19.
18.
18, 19.
12.
20.
I lost my pencil.
Looks like Tristan's going to the rescue. With 3
1, 2.
potions.
Oh wait, is it the same order? 20 with Itzley, 19 with Jax, 18 with Tristan.
Oh.
No,
No.
no, Tristan got 19.
Tristan
Yep,
19.
Jax got
Okay.
18.
Other than that, it's the same exact order. Okay. Alright,
Nice.
Itzley, you are up first.
I rolled a
you hear-
19, but
Mira yell out help, and then...
Where she is. Is she halfway in that hallway? Is that what she is right there?
You just hear her voice from there, that is all.
Okay, so I'll head down that way for full length of movement, and if I see her, I'll cast Healing Word on her.
Right, you can move 5, 10, but you need to make an acrobatics check.
Okay. 15?
Okay. 15, 20, and you get right up to Mira, just beyond the thing, and she is on the ground unconscious.
Am I
okay,
unconscious
okay,
at
then.
0 hit points, or am I just unconscious? Am I at 0
You-
HP?
You are at 0 HP right now.
Okay, just making sure.
Okay, so I'm not gonna.
that
I
explains the
haven't used an
initiative.
action yet. So
Yep.
for my action, I'm going to use the mandolin and use a charge and use Cure Wounds, which gives me 3d8 plus 5 healing.
Okay.
I feel like I did this already. Did I use Cure Wounds today? I think I did. I think I used Healing Word. So I can only do Cure Wounds once. Before I rest. Yeah, 3d8 plus 5. Yeah, I haven't rolled any d8s, so that's how I know for sure it won. Oh, that's a bad roll. 5, 6, 7, 8. 13 healing from the mandolin. And then I'll use my bonus action to also Healing Word. And that will be level 3, which is 3d4 plus 5. I don't know if you can. Does it look like the heals are working?
After your first one, you will see that she does get healed from that first one.
Okay, and 10 more from healing word.
Okay. Rachel, you took a total points of 23 healing points, so you are up to 23 HP. However, you still feel whatever is coursing through your veins running through you.
Can I, like, I don't know if I could do like a medicine check of some kind to know that she's poisoned, or do I notice that she's just looking, or am I just picking some chick up off the ground, not knowing what's wrong?
I mean, anyone could make a medicine or arcana check. I'll let you choose between those two.
If I'm conscious, I'm gonna point to the wound on my arm.
You are conscious. You can speak.
Yeah, I'm gonna point.
As a reaction.
I got
rolled a
hit with
17, I
the
have
dart.
+2. Oh, poison. And I think Cure Wounds removes poison. Let me see here.
No, it's.
No,
one
it
of
does
the-
not. Yeah.
I want to say
I don't have a way to
restoration
remove
of
it.
some sort.
Did you do medicine or
I have
arcana?
plenty of things for that.
Did you do
I went with
or
medicine.
arcana, Itzley?
Medicine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, random question.
What was
Would a
that?
vampire be able to cast Purify Food and Drink on the victim's blood? Like to clean off poison?
I don't think that's how that works.
No.
I mean, it is food for
Why
him.
are these the questions you ask?
We shouldn't have given Fred the ability to use magic.
You really shouldn't.
Um,
Yeah, okay, go on.
With your medicine check, yeah, she looks like something is affecting her for sure, but it does look like it's more than just a poison.
Interesting.
Next up, it is. Oh, you
Yeah,
have
that's
more?
all I got.
Oh.
No, it's okay. No, it's okay.
Next up, it is Tristan.
How close am I? Oh, I'm pretty far.
You heard Mira yell
Okay,
out help.
so-
You still have a zombie in front of you and a vampire that just jumped out a window and is probably no more than 90 feet
Yeah,
at most
Tristan
away
is
from you.
thinking about what's he gonna do with the mummy since he doesn't have his trusty ropes. So he's gonna reach out and grab like the mummy's wrist, but not forcefully. Just put his hand like, "Can I?" and start to push her, to pull her. Sorry, please don't come off.
Yeah, do us a favor. Go ahead and make a strength check.
Oh, that's a 10.
Okay. You
No,
successfully...
9. Sorry.
9? Yeah, that's
Yes.
still good. Alright, you're able to pull on the mummy as you hear like a snap. You do get scared for a little bit that you just like almost ripped off the mummy's arm. But the mummy just seems to walk wherever you try and drag it to.
Okay, so let's get her upstairs, I guess.
Which way do you go? Back the way you came over the acid?
Is there a way on the right?
You could check it out.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to go there.
Okay. Your movement is halved while you're dragging the mummy behind you. But you
Okay.
go 5, 10 more feet because you took 10 feet of movement there. Alright, and it's starting to look like it does open up that way.
Okay, is the elemental still up?
The elemental is still up, yes.
So I'm gonna have him get close to me,
Okay. 5,
like behind the mummy.
15, 20, 25, 30. Right behind the mummy.
And I end my turn.
Alright, next up it is Jax. Jax, you heard Mira cry for help.
Yep. And I see that Tristan has the mummy taken care of. So I'll turn around and try and head back in.
5,
The way I
10,
came.
15, 20, 25. Go ahead and make an acrobatics check for us again.
Oh god. So many dex things today.
I know. Better than perception most of the time, right, Mira? What do you have?
11.
Okay. Very similar instance. Fall prone, flat on your face.
Yep.
Just in front of it. I would say you still have another 5 feet of movement, so you could use half of that to get standing.
am I within like reach of Mira?
You would be if you moved another few feet forward. 2.5 feet
Okay.
would do it.
Then I will do that.
Alright. And you get right there. What is it that you would like to do?
Do I notice her wound and all of that, or did Eatsley tell us, or?
No words have been spoken about it.
Okay.
And Mira already used her reaction.
I did say it's poison, but I don't know if I would have said it loud enough for you to hear. Sorry.
Fair enough. That is what I meant. You two were talking. Mira did say I was shot in the arm, but that was not at Jax's length to have heard that.
Okay. Can I just kind of like look her up and down and see if I see anything that's wrong?
Yes, you could do medicine or arcana. Check your choice.
Ooh. It'll be arcana. 22.
22. You see a wound on the arm that does look like she's injured, but, and most importantly, you see something at the very base of her hair, at the very base of her skull. A few strands of hair have actually turned blood red that go like the length all the way down. It would be hidden to most people, but you get the idea that this is signifying that she's been cursed somehow.
I'm turning into a ginger, guys. This is bad.
Blood red.
It's
Blood red.
horrifying.
Not
Ginger is not a curse. Excuse me.
I'm making a joke. I actually really, really like red hair so much.
I don't think I have anything for curses.
You're a paladin.
I am a paladin, but at one point we had a fucking cleric, okay?
You're like a battle priest. How can't you remove curses?
First of all, you don't know Jax's life, alright? He's not a priest.
You're pretty judgmental for a mummy racist.
I'm gonna delete this because it's so in the way.
Yeah, my view of paladins are like battle priests.
Technically, in 5e, they don't need to be religious at all in order to gain their power. I chose to go that route, though. Yeah, I don't have anything that can help her if it's a curse, so I'll just be like, it's a curse! She's cursed!
Okay, yeah, I was gonna ask if you said anything. Alright. Next up, after you, it is Ash.
Okay, so
we
she's
both go
conscious, but just cursed, right? At this point?
Yes.
Okay, so I don't have anything to heal curses, but Zash walks up to Mira and touches her shoulder and casts resistance, which is a cantrip I've never used. I don't think.
Yeah, I haven't seen it, but also go ahead
But
and make
I've had it since the
an
beginning.
acrobatics check for us.
Really? Oh, friggin'
The wall.
stupid wall.
Yeah, you can
17.
17, you make it.
Screw
You're
you, wall.
standing upright. You make 20 feet, and you're within a 5-foot range now.
Well, it's touch, but yeah.
Yeah.
So all this does is it adds a D4 to a saving throw.
Okay, that will help.
So the role playing idea of this is that he's helping her beat the curse on her own.
Yeah. All right.
That's all I got. Get out of here, cat.
Next up, it is the puppies. If you wish to do anything with them, do you want to do anything?
They can always try and go back over the wall.
I can give her another curse.
Bite. Now you can't move through places.
That's about all they got. So
Can't
no,
escape death in the Feywild now.
I think they're good.
Okay. Then it is Mira. Mira, do us a favor. Go and make a Constitution saving roll. With your little die, if you wish to use it.
Yeah. Don't. I'm gonna use it. 15.
15. You fall unconscious once again.
0 hit points. I'm sorry, Sean, for using those spells.
Give it back.
I wish I could. And I just kind of slump over on whoever's closest.
Yep. You fall over toward Jax, probably.
Do you lose hit points again, or do you just pass out?
She's at 0 hit points once again. Unconscious and
What the heck?
having to make life-death saving throws. We shall see. Next up, it is Eatsley once again.
Oh boy. Okay, so I guess I'm not going to worry about the mummy then. I'm going to worry about Mira. I'm going to bonus action healing word you. And, gosh, I'm running low on spell slots here. 3rd level, 2nd level. You, 1st level. But just in case. I don't know if this will work. I don't understand. Like, you haven't made a death saving throw yet, so I think I can heal you. I think it's the same thing as throwing a pot, making you chug a pot. Okay, that's good. 3 on 1d4 plus 5, so 5, 6, 8 hit points healed.
Alright, you're healed 8 points and brought back from the brink, Mira.
Yeah, but then I'm going to use my last... Oh, it's not a 1st level, it's a 2nd level spell. For my action, I'm going to use my last 2nd level spell slot, and I'm going to pat Mira on the shoulder and say, "Be strong," and cast Enhance Ability Constitution. So the concentration spell that I previously had on Zash is now gone. It's no longer advantage against undead and evil, but Mira has
Do me
Bear's Endurance. Sorry, go ahead.
Quick favor. I just want a straight up intelligence roll real quick from Eatsley.
Okay, use my brains. 16 plus, I think 0.
Yep, cool.
16.
Alright, go ahead.
Can I tell if this is a magical curse or a natural curse that's on her? Is that something I would know?
You get the idea that most curses are set up by powerful wizards or powerful ancient artifacts that affect a creature. You get the idea that she must have messed with something that caused this. More often than not, that's the case.
Well, let me know if this is something Itzley would know. I personally don't know a ton about Dispel Magic, but I think if I cast it on her and she's got a magical effect on her, it'll go away. Does that work for magic curses, or if I succeed, that is?
I would like to see Dispel Magic.
It's 3rd level spell, Dispel Magic. I can cut and paste it real quick into Discord just to make it easy for you.
Also, did you cast Enhance Ability? Just because it probably wouldn't
I'm
help
thinking of not doing Enhance Ability.
Yeah, because it
Thinking
only
of
gives
not, that's
me
why I asked this
Constitution
question.
checks and temporary hit points, so it wouldn't actually help me on saving throws.
Ooh, it didn't help you on saving throws.
It does not.
Smart.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna.
I just checked that because I was thinking of using it for a different thing.
Yeah. So the DC would be
You
10
get the
plus the
idea that
spell's
with
level.
curses, it would work against curses.
It has a
would
possibility
need
to
to
work.
do
Okay.
it at the level of that spell, though.
Oh, really? Okay, so it says the way it works is the DC. If it's a spell, you add the spell level of the curse plus 10 to pass my my DC. Using a spell for each of the fourth. For each spell
Yeah,
of
to make
4th
it
level
end
or higher.
instantaneously. Yeah. And then that keeps on
So
going
if it's-
up 1 for each of the different things.
Yeah, if the curse is level 4 or higher, you get a chance to save.
Are you casting it at 3rd level?
I think that's all I can do because it's a charge in the mandolin, so it just gets it at base, what it says here. So I think 3rd level is all I can do. and it says here at 4th level or higher, it's a 10 plus the spell's
spell's
level
level,
on
yeah.
a success check.
So go ahead and make a DC spell check.
Is this something I do or you do? I'm so confused. Sorry.
You do it.
Well,
I know the number.
Okay, well, I rolled a 19. There's not a natural 19. I don't know what I add to that, if I add anything at all.
You would.
Well, no matter what, you would beat it because
Yeah.
highest level spells are 9.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unless, of course, it's negative, but it's not. All right. So you hold out your hand and immediately, Mira, this bit of light energy fills your body. The darkness that was running through your veins disappears in the blink of an eye. It's like dark fog was slowly over-encumbering your entire body, slowly making it so that you couldn't even move, couldn't even breathe, and slowly turning you into a undead creature. But now you feel back to your normal self.
That would be cool.
Do I still have the red hairs?
Jax does not see any more red hairs anymore.
Oh. So, how'd we do?
You are looking much better.
I feel better.
That was pretty
Did
gross.
we-
You just kept on falling down.
Yeah, that wasn't fun. Did we find the lady we were supposed to find?
Oh,
Tristan
yes.
has her.
So how does Tristan have her? Is she like tied up or something, Tristan? What did you do?
He's
Her by
dragging
her-
her by the arm.
So I have. And are we supposed to bring her back for dinner? Like we are, right?
Yes.
Yeah, she's not a
Not to
captive.
eat her. I'm not
Yeah.
saying she's. I'm not saying we're eating her or anything like that. But is she?
We are-
Is she
She-
coming willingly?
We
Or
are
does she have
bringing
like,
her
drag
to the guy so that he will help us with Zash's soul.
I mean, she's not resisting. She's just following me.
She's
Yeah.
not. Okay, cool.
Yeah, she's
Okay.
just following wherever anyone leads her, really.
I
How is
still
everybody
look
looking
like
health-wise?
I look like absolute garbage.
Okay, so I'm gonna heal you, since I think we're.
How
Let
are
me
you?
use it.
What?
Oh, I'm pretty low on spell slots, but I could use a 4th
Because
one.
I have 3 potions.
No, save your potions. Those are so much money. Spell slots are a rest. Don't be silly. I'm gonna cast Healing Word at level 4. Yikes! That's my highest spell slot. I have one more of those though.
It's
Um,
Leah's
Yeah,
my
we're
new favorite
super good at rest
person.
after we get her back anyway.
Wow.
yeah.
Tristan's gonna look at her and say, "Whoa, you look like shit." As he's dragging the mummy by the wrist.
You just see him dragging this mummy, and the mummy looks at you, Mira, and goes, "Bah."
Does anybody else look low on HP?
Tristan's fine.
Okay.
I didn't even get hit once. Because they only fought the mummy, they didn't fight back.
I look a little necrotic, but there's nothing you can do
Those are
about it.
pretty
Right.
rare. But you got 4. What is it? 5.
Oh, I
9,
constantly
11.
cast
14 health back.
14. Nice.
Yeah.
I guess I'll just
Really
heal
bad.
myself because nobody.
No, heal her. She still needs it. Look at her. Look at her.
I
Yeah.
asked. No one replied.
Tristan?
I was waiting to see what Itzley rolled.
Yeah, and I'm gonna ask Isley, "Hey man, come help me here," and I just keep casting prestidigitation
What are you casting it on?
on the mummy to clean her up.
Oh.
You're like,
I have a better idea. I'm gonna look at the mummy and say, "Become beautiful," and I'm going to cast polymorph on her.
I don't think that's a good idea.
She needs to make a Wisdom 16 saving throw as a non-willing. Unless she's willing, if she wants to become beautiful, she'll just polymorph.
I don't
Natural
think she
1.
wanted.
And I imagine Itzley's vision of beautiful is just like a regular garden snake.
Oh my!
So I'm gonna turn her into a garden snake for how long does this last? Oh, good, an hour. And the best part about this is that as a Yanti, I can now talk to and command her at will. And I'm just like, hi, sugar, come here.
Yes, master. And on that note,
So sorry, what's Tristan holding right now? Is he holding her neck?
He was holding her arm, but suddenly her arms began to like shrink and move inward. Her whole body began to slink down and get smaller and smaller until she's just a small garden snake on the floor. And on that note, that's where we're going to go ahead and end this episode, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, please be sure to like and subscribe. Oh, what an awesome twist there at the end. If you guys do subscribe and follow here on Twitch, it's free. It's also free on YouTube to follow. All my things are The Majestic. If you like your fan art featured in the intro clip at the very beginning of each episode, be sure to send it to @TheMajesticGMNG on Twitter, and it will get featured. But thank you so much again, and we hope to see you again soon. Say goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
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 Goodbye.